Good afternoon. We are playing some No Man's Sky. We're going to build today. Whoops, sorry about that. We're going to build today. I'm excited. I have an idea that it's been really hard for me to not build on. Once I get an idea, I just want to go and like stay up all night and build, but I wanted to save it for the stream. I keep doing that and then I'm going, oh, I should have done that on the stream. So we're going to do the new build on the stream. I started it so I wouldn't forget my idea, but we're going to mostly work on that. Just as a heads up, and I'm sure I'm going to say this again as people come in, I am waiting on the cable guy who should have... Hey, Commander J-Dog, how are you? The cable guy should have come and gone, and of course he hasn't showed up yet. So, and he's going to be working on the internet. So if he shows up, I'll just be sort of abruptly stopping. He's actually improving, upgrading the internet, so it'll be a good thing. But, yeah. So... let's see, this thing is giving me, oh, something must be going on at my settlement to be getting that little icon. Oh, my productivity increased. All right, I don't need to go check on that, I don't think. So, because we might have to stop, let's just get to it. So I have this settlement. Let's just go over there. It's a really freaky one on one of the glitch planets. The planet is freaky, not my base. I love it. And I have a gold mine there, and I wanted to make a new build there, kind of a futuristic-y looking one. So you'll see how far I've gotten, and that's what we're going to work on today. I'm excited about it. I've been stocking up on pure ferrite and glass and metal and carbon. I've got the anomaly parked right overhead in case I need to run to what I refer to as IKEA. My freighter overhead for supplies. Hopefully we can just sort of get stuck in with it. How is your day going, J-Dog? Everything going good in your world, I hope? Whoops, I don't have my little controls going quite properly. There we go. All right, so here's our whoops. Here is the mine. Okay, so the mine is finished. This is the gold mine. And then I started making this is the planet. You can see it's really cool. I don't have a landing pad down yet, so my plane is just plopped there because I don't know where I want to put it yet. So what I've figured out so far is that this part here is going to be like a little central market space. So we're going to have... see, I've got these little booths, and we're going to have some more booths that are, hopefully, if I can think up enough stuff, we're going to have little booths going all the way around, different booths, maybe a little cafe or something. And then this is just a test back here that I was playing with. I think it's going to be all cuboid construction. And what I'm imagining is, like, this is a settlement, and these people came here to, research, study this planet. And so what I'm thinking, it's going to be some sort of habitations going around in a big circle around the market, maybe 2 levels, and research stations and stuff like that. But I haven't quite settled on what I want the habitations to look like. So that was just playing back there. So I do know what the shops are going to look like. I've already got 2, so let's continue on with the shops while I ponder a little bit more about the house. I'm seeing I'm missing, I did a every other there. I kind of like these columns with the plants, but I think that might sort of impinge on this shop here. Just got your laundry done. Oh, nice. That makes you feel good, doesn't it? Get all the chores out of the way. Before I retired, I worked one of those, our schedule was 4.5 days, so we worked half day Friday. And I always liked it a lot because I never just worked half a day, but whenever I left, it was earlier than, the usual getting off time. And then I would run all my errands on the way home or after I got off of work so that I had all my weekend just to do whatever I wanted. And that feels great. Oh no! What happened to your foot? Maybe we're going to move these in a little closer. Let's see here. I'm thinking that I'm sort of going to move this plant. These are too far out for there to be a shop in between there, so we're going to put them a little closer in. Or I might not put a shop there, I don't know. Maybe we'll go every other shop. I mean every other sticking out part. I don't know. We're just playing. We're just playing. Look, that other one toppled over. Oh no, now it's stood back up. Okay, cool. Maybe that's alright. So this store sells rugs. I kind of like the placement better, the way it was before. But yeah, I think it impinges, so. Let's pick this plant back up and stick it back over here. See how we like that? I noticed as I was doing this that although I'm picturing this really futuristic settlement, that these build materials are pretty traditional, but I really like them, so whatever. Unfortunately, you can't stand the rugs up to go in the shop, so they're just going to be lumped up here on the floor. That's our wares. And then this guy sells pots. I have to say, it had not occurred to me. I saw in someone else's No Man's Sky that they made some of these pots. No, that's not true. In my settlement, I noticed they had some of these pots really tiny. And I thought, oh, it didn't even occur to me to make some really tiny, so they'd be like all different sizes on the shelves. That's probably better. So have a little variety. Or maybe we put like little ones and big ones. I don't know. We're just going to leave that like it is for right now. But I kind of like that. Maybe we put the little ones in the front or something. Caught your big toe on something. Oh, yikes. Oh, yikes, man. Oh, that is awful. And I just can imagine that hurts like the dickens. And it's going to hurt for such a long time. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's really awful. You know, it's just a real example of how that works. You're like just going along, happily living your life. And then all of a sudden, something like that happens. Get down here, little pot. And then your feet hurt and you can't walk around like a normal person. Let's put these ones in the back and see if we like the tiny one in the front. Man, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I don't want it to fall off. I know I'm spending way too much time on that. Yeah, I like the different sized ones. That's good. I'm going to have to revisit that somehow. I don't like that's too kind of patterny looking. Too much like a pattern. You can walk on it because, oh, well, even still, yikes. I'm sure you have it all wrapped up. Okay. Let's see if we think not doing every other one is going to work. Let's stick one back in here and see what we think. That just gives me the shivers to even think about that happening. Yeah, this might be too crowded. Let's get our roof on here and see what we think. Plus, I might not be able to think of enough things to be in the shops to have to have a shop in every one, on every sticking out bit. All right, where are those gazebos now? Where are those gazebos? Here they are. Every one of these I do, I'm like, how did I do it last time? I can't remember. Cat ears. Now that you've said that, you know, I won't be able to unsee it. I don't hate it, other than now I'm seeing cat ears, but wait, did I lose my light back there? No, he's still there. Yeah. I might decide it's too... It really made that light seem like it's too jammed up or something, but we'll see. Okay, so this guy is gonna sell knickknacks. I think I have enough little decorative things to have knickknacks. You know, if you were gonna build your house here, you would want to buy some, also because all the houses look the same, I think you would want to buy little stuff to sit around, little decorative items. Where are those shelves? I can't find anything. It's too crowded. Oh, there they are. It's hard to put these in underneath the Plus, I really want them to all look different. I wonder if we don't have knickknack guy here, because then that's shelves and shelves. So what could we have here? I had some other ideas. Maybe this guy could sell... Could he sell furniture? Would that make sense? I don't think we can jam enough furniture in there for that to make sense. Unless we pretended it was like a furniture showroom. I can make a tiny aquarium, but I can't make a tiny terrarium. I don't know how big this thing is. Let's see. Oh, it'll go tiny. But I think that's going to be our knick-knack selling guy. Maybe this one could just be like, get a little bar. You could get a drink while you're shopping. Actually, let's make this one be a little cafe. We'll put a couple tables back here in the shade. And then we'll have them kind of spill out a little bit. And then his neighbors will get mad because his customers are dropping their wrappers all over their booths. Yeah. Oh, wait, we gotta have some place to get some food though, huh? Let's take those ones out from the back and we'll put some sort of counter back there. You know, I love this game and I love the expeditions and I love... Hey, Lucy! I love the pirate fighting and all that, and I like the bases. Woo! We're building a little market for a new town, a new settlement. So I had this idea about this new settlement. This is going to be a little cafe. Hold on a minute, and I'll show you what it looks like. So, oh, I didn't get to those right. So this is going to be our market, our little central market. So all around here we're going to have little shops and restaurants and things where the people can come down and buy stuff. Don't forget them about what I was saying about why I love all the different things to do. Yeah, so and we have this really cool looking planet too. Look at this. This is an exotic planet, and it has a glitch you can pick up that looks like that thing over there, but without the flag that I stuck on the top. It's really small. You know, actually, I think I was going to put tables out here in the middle and have... Let me take those tables out. Whoops. It's funny, I can never get my combat scope. I can never get my mining beacon or the gun multi-tool to switch when I want it to, and now when I don't care about it, it's switching. So let's see if I can make one that actually looks like it's selling food, and granted there's no food in this game. Then I can have some tables. Oh, so I started to say, so I love this game because I love all the stuff there is to do. You know, you can explore, you can fight, you can just do all kinds of stuff, and you can build. Yeah, hey Goriki, good to see you. Yeah, so I wish there was more stuff, like just little stuff that you can put around. So we can put plates and cups and things back there. Let's see. Let's make a little sink. This would be sort of like a kitchen in the market here. It's always hard to do these things when you can't really see under, when you make a little roof first. So I've been using those for a sink with this thing stuck in the side. Because it'll actually go in a little bit. Whoops. You know, this is the first, I'm that way too, J-Dog. This is the first one where I've used them. And I think they look really good. And another interesting thing about these that I didn't notice until I was playing last night when I started this base is that music. Can you hear that music? It's really faint. I think maybe it's louder at night, but I was like, where is that coming from? And I realized it was coming out of these things. Can you hear it? And someone told me that you could change the color of these, but I kind of liked it green, so I've just left them. I think it looks great. Yeah, it's just really pretty, kind of in the background, this little sound. And I was like, what is that? And then I realized it was coming from these light things. Normally, they're called bases in the game, but I call them houses, because mine look like houses, and they're fairly traditional, and I just didn't have a place for the glitches. So I have them all. But I didn't, so anyway, I think in this base, which is going to be more futuristic looking, I may be able to use more of them, hopefully. But not here in the little store. Okay, I actually think this, in our central market, I think this sink needs to be more like on the side. I saw somebody, I'm trying to think what he did. He made this, it looked kind of like chapatis or naan bread or something in a plate that kind of looked like food. And I think at the time I figured out what it was, but now for the life of me I can't remember. And you can't stack these plates, so... Hey Dave, how's it going? Good to see you. We are doing some No Man's Sky building. Now it really just looks like they're stacked up here waiting to do the dishes. So we'll kind of line them up. It's supposed to look like a cafe, but I don't know if it's going to. I'll have to think on the cafe a little bit and see if I can think of stuff to make it look more like a cafe. What would it look like with the game not giving us any food? So you can't even really see those plates. And then we'll put the tables out here in the middle. Okay, that's probably as good as we're going to get with that store. My Friday is good, except that the cable guy who is supposed to be here between 1 and 3 hasn't shown up. So he could turn up at any moment, and then I'll have to stop. He's actually going to upgrade my internet, so I'm very happy about that. And as cable guys go, you can imagine I wasn't hugely surprised not to see him, but a little bit disappointed. So I'm gonna look like I'm distracted because I'm gonna keep glancing over there to see if I see him pull up. And I have all the phones here in case he calls. So yeah. All right, that's our cafe. So we got our rug store, we got our cafe-ish. Oh, you know, let's have a counter so people would not just self-serve. Maybe they would self-serve. I don't know. But we'll put another counter there. Wait, what happened to the counters? And then we can make our knick-knack shop. Oh, they've got. Oh, I didn't know they had cabinets on both sides. Let's see. We'll make this be our counter, maybe. It's a desk, but we'll make it be a counter. Can we make it bigger? Yeah, counter height. And then. Oh no, that doesn't work. It needs to go the other way. There we go. And then we'll be like, you know, you would come up and the person back there would help you hand your food out. Let's make it come out a little bit. Okay, and then we can put some plates and cups and things on this and they'll show up better because it's white, right? Honestly, guys, if you've never seen me build before, this is the kind of things I worry about. I get like, how would people live in my base and or in the houses? If you've seen me show off my resort, I like have a whole spiel about what happens with our guests and all this stuff. So, yeah. Okay, what else could we have? I wish we had more stuff, you know? I have all the glitches. Took me a while, but I collected all of them. Okay, so that's going to be our cafe. I'll have to work on that a little more. Plus, I think those posters should be flipped the other way. And then we'll have our tables out here in the middle. Okay, let's make our... I really like how these look, these things with the pots on them. But, I mean with the plants on them. Maybe we should put a couple of those big pots back there. Because you could probably buy those in the pot store too, huh? Or maybe he would have them out here in the front with a tree in them. I don't want to make it like everyone has to have something out front. We'll see. We'll see how that looks when we're done. So you could buy those little vessels for various reasons, or you could buy big pots. I don't know if I love that. Let's take these two out. I like the pots on the shelves. All right, we'll go with that for now. I like that. You guys, what I'm really, I love this market and I want to mess with it, but I'm also, because I'm not really sure what I want to do with the houses yet, with the accommodations. So I'm doing this right now because I know what I'm doing with this. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of stores. I might have to do every other one because I might not be able to think of an idea for everyone. If you guys can think of any, if you guys think of any shop ideas, feel free to throw them out there and we'll see if we can make them happen. This is the kind of stuff that wakes me up in the middle of the night and then I'm like, oh wait, I could have a store of whatever, and then I can't sleep and then I have to get up and build. Okay, so J-Dog just pointed out that these look like cat ears, which I had not seen prior to him saying that. And oh, I know, I'm going to have a store that sells these little plant things. That's what we'll do next. But anyway, then once he said it, now I can't unsee it, but I'm going with it anyway. Because I like how they look. I think they look cool. Okay, let's see. I also have to think of a name for this planet, you guys. I need to add one of those channel point redeem things that, you know, I'll name a planet after you. I'm being a little bit stream of conscience here with my chatter because I don't want this one to be that. Sorry, I'm checking my deal here. Okay, plants. Now we're going to sell, this guy is going to sell plant things. So he could sell, all right, let's look at all our little plant things. He could sell plants, but he could sell, wait, where are those things? Oh yeah, we could do like curiosities. What? Oh yeah, yeah. Where you can do it in real life, like have a star, name a star after her. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Plus, it's sweet too. It's really sweet. All right, where are those things? I just saw them. I'm getting too many things in my store. Oh, we could sell lights too. We have a lot of light fixtures, so we could have a light store. Okay, here they are. No, no, no. Where are my little planty things? Oh, here they are. Okay. Can these just... Some of these stick on the wall. These stick on the wall. Which is good, because in the back of his... Yeah. You mean those green things coming up on the sides? Or these? So he is going to sell all plant things. I love this idea so much, this market idea. And that is the whole thing for me about base building. I really like the building in this game, other than I think I would like to have more materials. The materials are kind of limiting. But when I'm in between... Oh, they're not even. When I'm in between ideas... Yeah, right? Aren't those lights pretty? Those lights are a glitch thing. Oh, come on. Now you don't want to... Okay, you're just going to have to... We're just going to have to get rid of you then and make a new one. In between, like, when I do something and then I have to come up with a new idea... Then all of a sudden I'm like, man, I'm over it. And then I come up with a new idea. Oh, then I'm all about it again. Okay. All right, so those. And then, what does this one look like? Oh, is this, oh, there he goes. Okay, this is good for the plant store. So he could be selling plants, or he could be selling these things to grow plants in your house. If we say he's selling these containment units, then we can have someone else sell plants, and that's another store idea, so I'm digging that. All right, what's this one look like? Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so let's get rid of this one. They could have had a star registry at one time. That's what I have heard of, the star registry. I remember that. I've seen that, and I think it's such a cool idea. I never actually did it, but I thought it was super neat, and I think it would be super romantic. And that's coming from someone who is not terribly romantic, sad to say. Yeah, I think that would be neat. So go for that, Dave. I want you to report back and tell us that you did it. All right, then I have one. Oh, I bet it is. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you could check up on it, so it could just be, you know, paper and you would never know, and it would still be neat. Okay, this is going to be the cash register, the checkout stand. Okay, that one looks good. Let's see from back here. So plant store, cafe, rug store, containment unit. Oh yeah, I remember it too. It was so cool. All right, so far so good. And I think that maybe we would have the containment, the apparatus plant place next to the actual plant store. You can see that machine back there? That's a construction computer. And I put it, a construction research unit, and I stuck it back there just to get it out of the way, but I wanted to check and see if there was something available that I wanted to see if it existed. So I just threw that out there. And then last night when I was looking for it, I couldn't find where I put it. That thing is very limited. You still have to run up to the anomaly all the time. It doesn't do what you want it to do. It doesn't have everything in it. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm looking out of the way. I'm trying to view my stream stuff a little differently because I keep missing the channel redeems, and not only is that sort of rude to whoever turned them in, but so I'm trying to look at my little command center a little bit differently. I'm getting used to it. All right, so this one's going to be This one's going to actually sell plants. I did have an idea in the night about the accommodations that I want to play with. I decided I was going to go with the the cuboid building material. But beyond that, I don't really know. I'm almost out of salvage data too, so I went up to the Anomaly and I bought like everything that I could think of that I might want, which was probably not good shopping. Okay, so now, I have one more idea after the plant store, which is knickknacks, and then we can have one sort of citizen registry or like customer service or something. 2, 3, 4. That still leaves me 5 stores I have to think of. Maybe we could figure out a way to make a furniture store. I don't know. And a lot of these plants, unfortunately, we could do one that has the glitches. Like it could be, we could shrink them down and it could be like an oddities kind of a store. A lot of these plants you can't place, like they have to be in a pot and I don't know, let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let me get some shelves going. Oh yeah, and light fixtures. We'll do one that's got a bunch of light fixtures. That'll be cool. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll look weird. I don't know yet. This is how I build. I'm just kind of throwing stuff up, deciding what I want. We're going to put 4, but we might not have enough plants to put 4 in. Now that the expedition, are you finished with the expedition, J-Dog? Have you completed it? And if you did you do it? Did you do it more than once? Did you do more than one? I don't know about 4. I feel like I want, or maybe we're going to end up having a low thing in the front with plants on it. Let's just see how we go with these plants, because these shelves might not be the best for that. You know what? Let's get rid of the shelves and let's just stick some plants. Oh, I lost my wall. I did the expedition once. I finished it once, and everybody's doing it twice so they can get all the stuff, this other set of stuff, or the other head. Yeah, right? But I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, and then I was like, well, if I'm running out of an idea to do on stream, I could do it again on the stream, but probably through inaction I won't do it, and then I'll run out of time. I just got this planter, but I'm not really sure what plants grow in it. Let's see, this is dry plant. This is dry plant. I don't know about what plants grow in a cold environment. All biomes. A lot of the plants are quicksilver. And I've only bought a couple of them. And I use almost exclusively these pots, too. So this store might look a little samey. All right, let's just start. Hold on one second, you guys. Someone's at my door. Okay, sadly, that was not the cable guy. That was the cleaner from the main house leaving. She had various things to tell me. Shoot. Normally I don't answer the phone or the door or anything when I'm streaming, but because I'm waiting for this cable guy situation, it's going to make me ruder than I normally would be. So I apologize for that, you guys. Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, for clogging up the store. I always look to see if my plants are sticking through the back. So if we can get 3 kind of big plants like that across the back, and then we can have a counter with a couple of little plants on it, and maybe that'll be good. Wait, I want to just duplicate this size. I like the fruit tree is the one I use the most in my building. Although I have one house I call it my Santa Fe house. That's like a southwest style house, and I used these trees in that one, and it looked really good. Get him way down small. Put him in the pot. I think he might be sticking out the back. Yeah, I think he's too far. I think this pot is too far back. Okay. The conifer looks like a Christmas tree, right? I wish that we could put Christmas lights. Wouldn't that be cute? That'd be kind of fun. I wonder if you can stick some kind of light on there. Like, it would be good, you could sort of dress up your bases for the season. It would be cool if Hello Games, like, got all into some kind of stuff like that. Just more stuff. I like it too. I bought it, but I hadn't used it yet, so I hadn't looked at it. I wish I had sort of like unlimited Quicksilver. I know eventually I'll get everything, but I don't have it yet. And let's see, let's move that pot over. And so I'm really having to be very picky choosy when I'm in the Quicksilver shop. And what's happening as a result of that is that I'm getting a lot of analysis paralysis where I don't buy anything because I can't figure out what I want. All right, let's see. Okay, what do we think? That looks like they don't really show up very good back in there, do they? And then, oh, you know what? Let's just see how this looks. If we could do 5, because we could put some like really weird looking ones. Because I've got this one that I like a lot. I've got this on my farm base as my decorative house plant. It's cool. Yeah, that looks good, huh? All right, do we have one more kind of biggish sticking up one? Of course not. I need to buy one more tree. I wonder how much Quicksilver money I have. 600, I can probably buy another bush for that. I'm all about the symmetry. And I don't think I've seen people plant stuff in other pots besides that pot. I know, I like it. It's very cool looking. But I haven't, I can't get a plant to stick like in this pot, for example. I can't get a plant to stick in there. So, I know, right? I think I might have to run up to the base and run up to IKEA, as I call it, and buy another tree. Maybe we could do these cubes. Oh, what do you mean they can't? Why would you make something like that and not be able to resize it? That's so silly. You can't resize that either. Because you can resize this one, which with adjacency glitch means I could resize this one. Can I resize this one? No, that is ridiculous. Come on, Hello Games. All right. I accept it. Oh, but you can resize. I was thinking I could make like a little stand to put, instead of just having like a counter. I think you can make the cuboids really small. Let's see if that works. What about this cube? Whoops, 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 whoops. Well, gosh, I feel so restricted. I'm only just starting to get into this sort of various glitch building. So some of these things I know can be done, but I don't know how to do them yet. So I can't do them right now for this. What else have we? That could be a little other kind of counter. Well, I don't know. Guess we'll use this again. Let's make it a different color at least. That green might be good for a plant store, huh? Oh, that's too much, too much, too much. What's this one? Let's see what we think. You can't even see the color, actually. Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love that. Maybe we'll put them on the floor. I know, that's crazy. I mean, I get the like cuboids, you know, that are housing, but those shapes, that's just crazy. Oh, maybe we set them on these and then they'll show up. We could have a row of these across the front of the store with a plant sitting on the top of each one. Let's see if we can do that. I'm just trying to make my stores look as different from one another as possible. I think that one wasn't very symmetrical. You just hear that sound kind of floating around in the back. The weird thing last night, you know, I was saying I just kept hearing it and I couldn't figure out what it was. Well, when I finally figured it out, I was like, oh, it's those things. But then I moved to a different place and it was still happening. So I think it kind of stayed. This plant is actually in that other storefront, but we only have so many plants, so. Okay, we'll do that one. Yes, he is. His name is Laylaps. I think this has to be in a pot, maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. Can you hear him making his little weird noises? You haven't done that mission yet, where you get Laylaps? All right. Now I need another tiny plant. Yeah. And if you talk to him, he thinks your name is Telemon. You get the idea that he knows you from before. And he says, let's see, let's find him. We'll talk to him. He only has one thing that he says. He disappears when he goes indoors. Where'd he go? Laylaps. Well, he'll come back. So he says, like, I'm feeling happy, Telemon, not Telemon. All right, dang my symmetry. Now I need a. So we need a big plant and a little plant. I'm not sure I can buy two plants with 600 Quicksilver. We might have to go do a quick mission just to get some more Quicksilver. And I was thinking about using this in my knickknack store, but we'll put it on here for now. Yeah, he's scoping things out, right? Okay, so we need, that looks good, doesn't it? I like that. All right, I'm making a shopping list for IKEA. So we need one big tree, and we need a small plant. Darn that cable guy. The heck? I wonder if you can plant Like, I don't know if you can use these grasses just any old where. Plus I don't think, I mean, they're really like to stick in the ground and decorate the front of your base. I know it just kind of flows in occasionally. I really like it. It's going to make this base even more special to me. All right, so there's the plant store. Let's get his checkout stand going. Only the rug guy doesn't have one of these because he's like a traditional guy. He doesn't believe in modern things. He's like the rug guy, every rug guy, if you've ever been like to, I don't know, Turkey or any place like that. So see, that's why he's got those. He's trying to make like a traditional store. Oh, I'm loving this, you guys. Plant store, plant containment, rugs, cafe, pots and pots. Okay, let's see. Then we were going to have, I think we'll do one that's just like a desk or whatever. That's going to be sort of like customer service. Probably customer service like for the colony. I know, and it just like seeps in and you're just like, oh, it's so nice. Last night when I first heard it, I was tired. I was building like I can't stop. And I was kind of tired and I was hearing that and it was just made me happy. Okay, this is going to be customer service. Right next to the plant store, because you know, plants give you a good feeling and then maybe the mad people won't be so mad. They'll sort of calm down. You know, we never did get, after I made this appointment with the cable guy, we never did get a confirmation email, so I was a little bit worried. But I had faith. I tried to have faith. Okay, so this is going to be, let's give him a poster too. Let's see. I like these these horizontal posters, but maybe we'll do 2 of these. Or maybe we'll just, yeah, I think we got to do 2 if we're going to do this kind. My controller's drifting. Look at that. I'm not even touching it, and that's what happens. Bad. And this one. I think that's too far. Come on, come out. Oh, that one's messed up now. Not quite the same size. Okay, let's get our desk there. Probably got to put a chair back there first. Let's see, we'll just give them a standard chair. Ooh, you know what? We'll make those be... No, we'll make that be the desk chair. We'll give them a couple chairs in the front to sit if you're the people that need help. It's hard to judge how far back that back wall is. No, you're in the right. You're going right. Okay, let's see. That chair seems too small. It's going to be hard to stuff a chair back there. Now that I put the desk there, let's try this chair. Spin it around. I think that chair's on top of the desk. All right, we're going to have to move the desk out of the way. Oh, but just every now and again, and it hasn't really been like a big deal. That's good to know. the supplicant seats that are short so that you feel like you're less when you're approaching the person. Then we'll give them a little table between them. Oh, I'll have to try that. Okay, and this guy has a cup. And he has some papers. I always use this poster for my papers since it's white. There, so now he looks like he's got some papers on his desk. And a computer. Because what sells... You know, I do not know what this big round thing is supposed to be on the desk. I just don't know what's supposed to be happening with that, I have to say. What did I say I was doing? Oh, a computer. Oh, light store. I don't want to forget light store. So I always put this little computer on it when I'm using a desk. Using that desk, then I make that be the computer screen. Okay, my fine people, sit right down here and tell me all of your problems. Oh, that's a good idea. Click the stick. That probably works. That probably works pretty well. Should we give our supplicants anything? You know, I should have given him like a counter behind him. That's all right. I think that's good. Okay, so now we got our customer service there. Or maybe that's a travel agent. Kind of looks like a travel agent with the posters, huh? Well, I can only have one desk thing, because I wouldn't want to have to say why they weren't exactly the same. So we'll just leave that up to the imagination. All right, now we're going to have a store that sells light fixtures. Oh, I'm having entirely too much fun with this. And I'm going to have to get serious and build my housing. It's going to be like, no, what do I want to do? Once I have an idea, then I really enjoy playing with it and making it work. But when I don't have an idea, then it's like, oh, it's such a struggle. All right. Come on, roof. What? Wait, what? Stick up there. I think I picked the wrong corner. Let's see. Timber roof corner. There we go. Oh, and that was with your PS4 in 2017. So I've had my PS5 like maybe a year. Of course, I do have thousands of hours in it, but yeah. And I have two controllers, and I swap them out daily, if not really sometimes evening and night, depending on how much I've been playing. So I'm not just using one. Oh, I can't. I know I keep saying this, but I just can't tell you how much I love this. All right, so he's got a checkout. Those guys, I'm not going to worry about a checkout for them. He has a checkout. He has a checkout. He has a checkout. Well, this was my first console I ever had. So I also have all my old systems. Which would be this one. I do have all my VR headsets. Hello, Dalinar. How are you doing? Good to see you. You know what, you guys? I'm sorry. I'm not shouting outing. I don't have a mod in here. Let's see. Oh, Sazzy's in here. Oh, I did actually. Did I at the beginning? Oh no, I was shouting out over in Maruski's stream. I'm doing great. I am having way too much fun building this little central town market for my little village here. Because, you know, the decorating is the important part, not the actual construction. So I'm trying to come up with enough ideas to have a different type of store in each of these little kiosks. So far, so good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come up with enough for all of them, but I'm trying. How are you doing? Hope you guys have fun plans for the weekend. Let's see. A lot of these lights are self-lighting. They don't need power. Let's see if we can get them to stand up. Will he stand up under there? Oh, yeah, he will. Let's shrink him down so he'll fit. Oh, it's very tiny. If you want to play Diablo or not. Oh, that's nice. Everybody is playing Diablo, aren't they? Clearly that game is such a big hit. Okay, it's a store, so we can have multiples. We don't have to only have one, right? We don't have that many different light fixtures, so I'm afraid if I try to make them be all different, yeah, we'll be done really quickly. So this is our most beloved model. All right, then this one I know will shrink down. Really small. Oh, it's kind of hard to see them. They're so bright. Oh my gosh, Dave, you sound like my son. Although I don't think he still has all of his old consoles. I'm not sure. I know he has some of them. All right, let's see what this one looks like on the shelf. All in, you have about 10 systems. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, my son is 35 or 6, and he probably has had all of them. I don't know if that's like a thing, but he's certainly been gaming his whole life from when he was very little. That actually looks kind of weird, doesn't it? I wonder if we ought to split these up. Put the shiny lights on separate shelves. He reminded me, I always say that I just started gaming, like console gaming, like a year and a half ago or something. He reminded me that a long time ago, like 25 years ago, we used to play computer games on the computer. Wow. So do you keep them just, yeah, no, he wouldn't have. Do you keep them like for nostalgia, or do you still use them? Like, I know people always say, you know, well, this game I can only play on this console, so I keep it for that. But do you still do it? Hey, thanks, Wicked. I know when he got his PS5, he loaned his PS4 to his girlfriend so that she could play on it. Hopefully he won't lose it. That was a terrible mom thing for me to say. Hey, Ginny, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you guys both. You guys, hold on. I'm going to stop for a seckie and do some shouties. I'm making if you guys that just came in, I'm making a little central market for my settlement here. These little booths are all stores. See? I'm having so much fun with it. All right, let's see. You love, Legend of Dragon. I don't know that game. All right, let's see. Those of you that I know stream. Lucy just finished Dragon Age Inquisition, and she just started Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Oh, are you doing a speed run of the Expedition, Ginny? I still can't decide if I want to do it again. So, of course, what's going to happen is the time's going to run out, and I won't have done it. Thanks, Wicked. I know you've done it, what, like 15 times or something by now? Oh, let's see. Sazzy's lurking. She might not like me calling her out, but I'm going to. anyway, because she's an awesome, mostly first-person shooter streamer. Shows that she's playing Vampire the Masquerade, but she's really playing Borderlands. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, 17 now. You can't stop. Thinks Wicked. I think you might have a problem. I think you might need some professional help there, some counseling. Let's see, you guys. I'm trying to see which of the rest of you are streamers. I know most of you guys from different streams, but I don't know if you're streamers. My friend Maruski is one of my mods, and she just calls out everybody, shouts out everyone, whether they're streamers or not streamers. But I don't love that myself. Dave, are you a streamer? Tell me if you're a streamer, and I'll shout you out. We'll go with that. I mean, I know you generally have a No Man's Sky compulsion, thinks Wicked, but this is a specific expedition running compulsion. Oh wait, I'm not finished with my lamp store. I was about to walk off and make a new store, but I haven't finished this store. Alright, let's see. Let me come in here. Now it's so bright in the store that I can't actually see what I'm doing. Nice. Dalinar, I know you, of course, from Daco's stream, since we go raiding over there constantly, and I hang out there even when I'm not raiding there. And he hangs out over here quite a lot. Alright, I'm going to shout you out. Just give me a minute to get my lanterns lined up here on the store. On the shelf. Whoops. Gasmask Dave is a new friend. Oh, playing Fallout 76. Okay. I want you to play that. I want to watch you play it. I understand that the building in that game is really cool. Like that they have so many more options of little stuff that you can do. Of course, I understand there are other facets in the game, but I'm not really interested in the facets yet. I mean, the facets of the game. Well, I don't know what the game is, but I'm interested in it for the building at least. Well, you know, this expedition we just did, it was my first expedition. Oh, come on, I need one more light. Oh, I think maybe these can be little tiny lights. Let's see how squinched down these can be. Oh. Although I wouldn't mind to have the big lights be... Yeah, that might be a little too small. Let's see if they'll go on the top shelf. No. Maybe for our light store, we'll have a couple of big lights. Of course, if they don't have electricity, they're just going to be sitting there all dark. I don't love that. I mean, I can run power to them, but I don't know. One day, Dalinar, you need to play this game properly. I will say for me, it took probably 25 hours or so, maybe something like that, before I really got into it. And then I was completely obsessed and I couldn't stop playing it. And here I am. It's definitely a game that takes a while. Well, I was watching, I don't know if you follow The Real Chappie. I was watching him play a little bit the other day, and all he was doing was building. And I know there's more to the game than that, but just the little bit that I watched him play, the building, I was like, oh, why don't we have all that stuff in No Man's Sky? Fallout theme is survival after a nuclear holocaust. And isn't there also a shooty part of it? You know, like people coming after you and you're having a shootout, you know, sort of that kind of thing? Or no? Maybe we can put these pedestal lights upside down. Oh, they're so tiny, I don't think they're going to show up on the shelf. Oh, the symmetry of my situation here is all messed up. All right, I need one more light fixture. We're going to put that on our grocery list, on our IKEA list. One more light fixture that can sit there. I'm not going to have enough. I'm going to have to go out and dig for... Oh no, these are these Quicksilver things or blueprint things? Ah. Mutants mutated by nuclear fallout. Oh, hey, Steel Dragon, how are you? Good to see you here. Is paid. Oh, like you have to buy the parts, like microtransaction-y kind of thing? I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't think we can, yeah, but then they won't be lit. All right. Well, if they're salvage data, I'll have to go dig some up. But anyway, we'll start there. We're still missing a row of lights, but we're missing a tree too in our plant store, so we'll come back to that. Alrighty. Let's see what this one looks like, not lit up, just in the store as a store thing. Dave, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a great weekend, great rest of your day, and a great weekend, man. Thanks so much for coming in. I guess I'm okay with that. Some people might need a big light in their house, right? And we might even, wire that. I'll put one over here too, because you know I like things to be symmetrical. Okay, and then we need our checkout stand, which is right down here. Okay, our light store is done. How many more do we need? So I know a knick-knack store, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 5 more ideas, and I only have 1 idea, which is the knick-knack store. Oh no, and then I think I might be able to make a tiny furniture store, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it. We might have to start building the accommodations, the settlers' houses if I run out of store ideas. Since I don't know what those accommodations are going to look like, it's going to be even more haphazard than this, because we're going to just start throwing pieces up and seeing what we think. All right, if any of you guys can think of another idea for a little shop, I'm open. All right, this is going to be our knick-knack store. I think we have enough knickknacks. Hey, Killjoy. Nope, not yet. The only thing I've glitch built so far is, just a simple resizing adjacency glitch. I'm working on it, thinks Wicked. I am learning a new thing. I haven't got the rest of it down yet, but I'm working on it. I have to practice some of it. But that I've done. I've done the tiny aquarium. You'll see here in a minute, because we're probably going to have it in our knick-knack store. Where's my this? And that's the only thing I've glitch built so far is the tiny aquarium. Which I have to say, the game should have made the aquarium little like that to begin with, but that's a different story. Oh no, we're going to have one store that sells glitches, so that's another store. Because I have all the glitches. Alright, so this is going to be our knick-knack store. Man, the light store looks so bright. Goodness. KFG shop is the best shop in the game. Yes, that is a non-glitch build. This part here. So this is a really cool thing, a really cool pattern that I would be happy to show you if you're interested in how to do it. It's a neat pattern. I really like it a lot. I wanted to make like, one of my ideas to make up at the resort. I was going to make like a conference center, dance hall kind of place, but I couldn't find a place to put it. And so this is my first opportunity to use the circle. No, you don't even need to do that, thinks Wicked. It is a straight no glitch build. Let me show you how it works. Let me find a flat place and we'll throw it out here. I learned this from someone. It's not my idea. I learned it watching on YouTube when I was trying to learn about glitch building. As I'm trying to learn different glitch building techniques. Let's find a kind of a flat spot so we can also see the pattern. This is pretty good. Okay, let me show you how to do this. Oh, I'm so happy to actually show someone else something for a change, since everyone's always helping me so much. Okay. So we want to point them all in. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up. And then we want to put, whoops, we want to put a square to hold the space. And then back to these. I've done this a few times so I don't forget how to do it. And then, yeah, that's the videos that I'm watching. Although this wasn't his idea. This one was not a Beeble Bum idea. Wait. Okay. Then you go back around this way. Get rid of the square. Wait, then you can put these in. Hey, Last! You guys, Last has been streaming Fortnite. Do I have it right? This way. Okay, then you go back around this way. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Come on. I think that's all of them. And then you can put, wait. I feel like I'm kind of messing this up a little bit. Oh, and then you can put these on those surfaces. And they snap too. I think I missed one. No, I didn't. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So that's a no glitch. And look, it makes this really pretty round floor. So the trick is to put that square in there so you can do that little 1/2 off one. And then you can go all the way around with the triangles, and then the squares will flap on there too. So I love that. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I love the pattern. Hold on, let me go up in the air so you can see it. Whoa! Fly up here. Isn't that pretty? I think it's so nice. So that's a no glitch build. Let's see, lack decoration and detail because I want to have a lot of bases. Well, you could say that if you want to, thinks Wicked, but you know, I kind of think maybe some of yours are a lot of extra steps too. You know, it's just different. It's just a different kind of building, using the wire, not using the wire, whatever. And having them overlap like that creates that pretty pattern in the floor too, which is part of it. There we go. I don't want to necessarily have a lot of bases. I like to try to think of a reason to have a base. Like here, it started out that because there's a gold mine, and so then I wanted to mess with, I was thinking about that first with this place, because I was thinking about making a dome, but I don't know yet. But anyway, my bases, so number one, I always want to have a mine, because I always want to have a reason to come here after I'm finished building. And so if I don't have a mine, then, exactly, then I'm like, I build the base, but then I have no reason to be here, and so then I don't like that. So the idea of this one is that this is going to be a whole settlement. So I'm making this little central market that's going to be all these little stores. And then I'm gonna, that's not my accommodation. I'm just playing with the shapes right now. But I'm gonna have these accommodations maybe go in a big circle all around, also with labs and whatnot. So this is gonna be my biggest build yet, this whole settlement here. But right now I'm having fun with the shops because it lets me do all the decoratory parts. Okay, this was good. I think we're going to make this be the glitch store because I don't want the stores in a row that have the shelves. And I think the knick-knack store is going to be shelves. I should have thought of that because then I needed a no-shelf store there. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I was thinking we might do a store. Let's see what this looks like with all the different glitches in it. I mean, it is a weirdy planet, so thank you. So it would seem reasonable that you might want to buy weird-looking things in it, right? Where are all those glitches? Oh, I want to tell you a cool thing that I saw. So Dead Parrot has this planet that everybody built in his group, his guild or whatever, that everyone built. The theme was like camping. So all the bases had to be like RVs or trailers or tent camps or something like that. And one guy did in his bathroom, he used this thing right here stuck on the ceiling upside down, so that light beam coming down looked like water from the shower. How cool is that? Can I not just are the glitches not sizable just naturally? I have to work on learning how to do that, so if they don't size normally... Oh, shoot. All right, well, we're not going to do that right now. I will have to revisit that once I've learned that trick. I can do adjacency glitch right now, and I've seen Beeblebum do the other thing, but I have to practice it to be able to do it well. Oh my gosh, some are so good. Well, mine are house type builds. Have you seen my Santa Fe house, my Southwestern style house? It's very definitely a house. Well, my bases really all look like houses. This is the first one that, okay, then I'll have to come back to that one. Then I think we're going to have to do our knick-knack store next then. I'm going to do that, learn how to do that. Thinks Wicked, I just don't know how to do it yet. I've seen him do it. I don't quite understand it. I need to practice with it. And then I'll be able to do that one. Yeah, PS5. Yeah. All right, let's see all our little knickknacks. This is just going to be every weird little knickknack that the game has that can be sized. Okay. And the one adjacency glitch thing, which is the aquarium that I know how to do. Oh, what am I missing? Antimatter. Okay, I definitely have that. Let me get my freighter over here if he's not here already. Okay. Whoops. I'll do that. I probably won't do that today, Wicked. I am happy to have you show me that, but I probably am not going to be able to do that today because I've got some stuff I need to do. You guys thinks Wicked if you've seen one of my base tours, and I always say that my farm was a collab build. Thinks Wicked was the person who collabed that with me, and he was so helpful. And he did a lot of stuff, and then I sort of took that and did some other stuff, and it very much showed me kind of some things that were possible, and it was very awesome. Oh, he can't be tidy enough. Oh, he can probably go up here though. No, he's too big. Maybe he can just go on the floor. He's a really good builder and a really good glitch builder. All right, let's see what else we have. I can do the aquarium glitch build. That's the one thing I can do, but I'm not ready for that in my little store yet. What other little weirdo things do I have? I think to each their own, honestly. I think whatever whatever, whatever, right? Not cheating. It's not anything. It's just another way to use the materials. And honestly, I think it's weird that Hello Games like didn't make some of their stuff, like that you can't naturally resize a lot of the things. I use this tiny wheelbarrow as a knick-knack in one of my bases. I was like, well, you never know. Maybe my person used to be a construction worker and they gave them that when they retired. I was just looking for extra other things that could go. Look, that looks like a Star Wars droid or something. The cement mixer. Those look like little legs. All right, look. That's kind of weird, actually. I might not keep that. Let's see, what else can we do? Well, this thing. I don't really like this thing, but it's perfect in the knick-knack store. In fact, let's put it up here where we can see it better. And it does have its own kind of glowy light. Yeah, I wish we had more stuff. And I wish that we had more stuff that we could do more stuff with, if that makes sense. Now that I'm getting so heavy into the whole building thing, I'm like, well, why do it's not enough stuff. Plus, I haven't bought everything. I'm still having to earn up my... I missed reply Twitch crash. Oh, you missed my reply? I said that I probably can't do that today because Oh, that's cool. Because I've got some stuff I have to do off stream. But, yeah, right. I do know that. I was actually surprised to find out. I just assumed all the glitch building stuff was not PlayStation stuff. Because, you know, there's lots of stuff you can't do on the PlayStation, on the console. So I was very surprised to find that you could. All right, don't tell me I don't have enough knickknacks. Okay, I think this teapot could be considered a knickknack. It's kind of small to go on the shelf. You bet. I really appreciate your help. Seems like that could be more of a... Yeah, none of that. None of that stuff. Let's see if this thing gets really small. I think it does, actually. I haven't used this thing because I can't figure out what I want to use it for, but it's supposed to be an oil burner. Okay. I need like 4 more things. 4 more things. I've already got the pots in a store. Yeah, he has a lot of good YouTubes. Somebody else, I think Dead Parrot was recommended him to me, and I started watching the videos, and I have learned a lot, but I like to be better at them, and so did I already do that thing? No, I didn't. So I don't want to start building them until I kind of have the swing of it. But he does have console. He does have console. You know, he gives you the controls for PS5 and for PC, and a lot of his glitch building ones, the ones I've watched at least, are really more PS5 focused or PlayStation focused. So I don't understand this spark plug thing. Like, it's huge too. Like, well, let's see, does that look like a knickknack? Okay, yeah, that looks kind of like a thing. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but I mean, I know it says it's a spark plug, but I have this as part of my kitchen sink over there in my cafe, so I kind of hate to put it in the store. Yeah, and his building. Yeah, a lot of his instructions are for PlayStation. So he's a super helpful guy. His videos, I mean, I don't know him. All right, what else can I get all tiny to go in my store? I only need 2 more things. Might have to put that on. Oh, no, because I can't make those tiny yet. Oh, I can do the aquarium. All right, you guys, this is the one glitch build I know how to do right now. Let's see if I can do it. I won't embarrass myself. Although I'm not sure. Oh, no, I messed it up. I'm not sure that an aquarium really goes in the knick-knack store, actually. I can't believe I messed that up. I've done that one a few times. Let me try it again. Put it out here on the floor. There it is. Okay, but it's too big. That's my only glitch, you guys. That's my glitch build. Oh! It's the tiny aquarium, and you will now find it in most of my bases. All right. Why won't bubble thing get smaller? It could be one of my two things. Well, I'm gonna have to put that on the shopping list too. Then I'm gonna have to go out and dig up some salvage data to fill this shopping list. You know, I was thinking about it the other day. This is one of the many things that's really good about this game. That, you know, in most games you start out at the beginning like really scrounging for money and stuff and whatever and resources, and then pretty quickly you have them and like it's not even a thing anymore. But with the like 4 different currency types in this game, like, okay, now you have $1 billion, so you don't care about money, or maybe it's 3. Anyway, and then, you know, after a while you've got a lot of nanites, so then you don't care about that, but then you need salvage data. I mean, there's at least they keep you kind of working away at it for longer, than some games. Okay, let's just double check there's nothing else that could be a knick-knack. I guess I didn't love these as knick-knacks. And I've already got a pot store, kind of a pottery store. And I have the cups in the... I wish you could... I can't believe you can't resize these just naturally. It seems so strange. And I've got all the lights in the light store. Oh, you know what? I've got that little... this thing. Can this get tiny? Let's see how small. How small can we go? Oh, it's too big. But it's cool looking, isn't it? You might have to plop that down like a big knick-knack. I don't know. And I don't really know about the bubbler either. I wonder if we make that a little bigger, if it'll look better. Whoops. In the store, I mean. I really need some stuff on that shelf down there. That looks weird. Alright, so I need... Did I put 2 tiny things on my list? They're not even tiny, just 2 things I can... I was talking about salvage data, and I wrote salvage data on my list instead of 2 small things. Okay. Alright, so let's see. What can we do? We still got 4 stores left. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I mean, we could do kitchenwares, but the plates don't really show up. We ought to put that teapot back there in the cafe. I've never used this teapot for anything, I don't think. Can he be... Oh, he's sitting on a plate, I think. I think those are plates back there. You can't even see them. I wish you could stack the plates up. Yeah, let me get rid of those dumb plates. Okay. Alright, that's our cafe. Or it's, you know, like a food truck. I was thinking about making a food truck, and I was all thinking about it, and then I thought, well, that doesn't really make sense for this settlement to have a food truck, so I'll have to do that at a different opportunity. I was inspired by it, by that camping guild build thing I was telling you about. Okay, we might try to make a furniture store. I just don't know if that's gonna work, because we won't be able to stuff very much furniture in it. It might not it might not tell the furniture store story very well. That's not right. Sometimes these corners, they won't go on right. That's not right. That's backwards. Usually they just snap right on, but sometimes they just don't want to go. Like they're not, this one isn't sticking upright. I wonder if that one's not on there right, actually. And that's why the other one won't snap on properly. Come on, you stupid corner. Did I not do this right? Wait, what is happening here? Oh, they're supposed to go back. That's where they're supposed to go. And then this one just doesn't want to go for some reason. What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you? Stick on here properly. Ah! As you can see, I've made quite a lot of these, and why this one just does not want to participate. Alright, we're just going to leave that one for a minute. Make another one. I don't know why that guy doesn't want to stick in his place. I don't know if I want to make the stores like fill the slots with the booths if I can't think of what I want to put in them, or if I'm just going to leave them bare until I figure out what I want to put in them. Oh, no, this one doesn't want to go. What the heck? That one's right, he's just not... There he goes. Okay, so that one's right. I don't know what's up with this one here. I may have to start that one up completely over to get him to go in there right. I don't know. That's gonna be weird if I... Oh, I'm so happy with my little store situation. Then I'm gonna have to start working on my structures, and I don't yet know what I want to do with them, so that's another reason why I'm having a lot of fun with this, because I know what I want to do and I can just do it, whereas the house, I'm just not sure yet. I mean, the houses, the accommodations. I kind of have an idea, but I'm still playing with the shapes. Alright, what's this one gonna be? It seems like I had... Oh yeah, I can't make a glitch store right now because I can't make the glitches small enough. Let's see if it makes sense to have a furniture store. What would they look like? Maybe it'll just look like a room, and then it would be up to one's imagination if that was a furniture store or if it was like a little place to just get a rest if you were shopping and meet your friends, like a lounge. That's not a bad idea. Could be a lounge. Having a moment. Because I'm a little on the fence about this idea. Let's see. I've never used this chair. What does it look like? Kind of looks like a desk chair. That's all right. Let's give it a try. I should have put the coffee table in first, but I wanted to see how these tables looked. I mean, these chairs. Well, they're not terrible. They're kind of weird, but not awful. Maybe we don't do them like a house. We do them like this on the side. And then we'll give them a coffee table. Let's see, what coffee table do we want? I like these. I like these for coffee tables, but hey, Maruski, it is going good. How is the painting? I want to show you what I'm making. I'm just tickled with it. So this is going to be a new settlement. Thank you, Last. Yeah, that's all right. This is a central market of my new settlement. And look, everyone is a different store. So we have a little knick-knack store, and we have a light store, and we have this is customer service, or maybe it's a travel agent, we don't know. And this is a plant store, and a plant containment store, and a rug store, and a cafe, and a pottery store. So here's our whole little market here. And then that's just practice back there. Then I'm going to make some sort of settlement buildings, but I haven't decided on the pattern yet. I got this idea about this market, and I'm having so much fun with it that, although I'm running out of ideas for the stores, I'm almost out of ideas, so that's going to be a problem. All right, let's give, I wanted them all to be different, different kinds of store. Oh, you know what? We could do like industrial things. That could be another store. All right, yay for one more idea. All right, let's do, I should have put like one of these back there so we could put some knickknacks on it. Let's give them some end tables. I like to have stuff in the back behind my couches to give it some height. Now I won't be able to put these things back there because my chairs are in the way. You have to think these things out before you start putting the furniture down. Well, let me just put some cups there right now. This was going to be a furniture store, but I think it makes it better just like a little place to stop while you're shopping and have a little chitty chat with your friends. And I think it's hard to sell it as a furniture store because the furniture's too big. This one, for some reason, I can't get that other roof piece to go on right. So we're just letting it sit there for a while and think about it. I've done every other one, and at this one just is like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to stick. So I probably need to just start that one over. Okay, so what was the brilliant idea I just had? Oh yeah, industrial stuff. This is why I have to build things the minute I think of them, because 5 minutes later I can't remember anymore what I thought of. Thank you, my friend. So you guys, Maruski on her, she streams No Man's Sky, but she also streams art streams, and she was making this little, it's called carreta. It's like a little cart. Oh, that one's wrong too, dang it. You would know exactly what I was talking about if you don't already, if you saw it, because it's a very familiar it's a very familiar cart in Latin American countries. It's a real small one, and she does she's a really good painter, artist, and she does you know, from a sheet of wood, cutting out all the shapes and painting and then decorating. Really so pretty. And she's making one a commission piece right now, but she's doing it on her stream, and we're all very happy to be able to watch it come to life. Her process, it's really neat. All right, let's get our industrial store going. See if I have enough industrial stuff to put in. Oh, look at that. That means we would only need to come up with 2 more store ideas. I'm going to just dismantle this one for now, since he can't decide to do the thing correctly. Okay. So everyone be thinking, what else could we sell in what could be a different store? Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea. I will try that. Let me get this store decorated up here. So Killjoy, I have another guy that watches. I always say guy. I don't know if you're all are guys or girls. I shouldn't say that, but but his name is Killjoy Dan, and so I have to call him Dan since you're Killjoy. So I told him, I'm sorry, I have to call you Dan because I already have a Killjoy in my stream. Okay. I mean, I always assume everyone is a guy, and then, except for I had one person who had to tell me they were a guy because I was referring to him as a girl. So that was, yeah. The one time I say it the other way, I was wrong. Okay, let's see what looks industrial in our stuff. Oh, I didn't do that. This planner, I kind of want to do that someplace. I just got that. Or we could put this kind of stuff in our store. What would we consider that to be, like gardening stuff or working stuff, you know, like working people stuff. I used to tell my son when he was little and like he would want to go behind the counter, you know, at the store, and I would say, that's a working place. Don't go back there. That's a working place. So this is for working people. Except I use these things all shrunk down as knickknacks. So I don't want to use them as big things too. All right, let's go back to the industrial stuff. I didn't buy a lot of this stuff because I don't like it. Now, of course, all of a sudden I need it. This could be some sort of gas you needed for something in your research, in your research unit, maybe. I think I'm not going to love this. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have all the stores I can think up, and then I'm not going to be able to, and then I'm going to end up going back to the IKEA to just shop with this in mind, and it'll make me think of, like, oh, I can put that in my store. I can put that in my store. I can make a store of that. And it'll make me buy different things. But I have to get some salvage data first to buy anything else. Yeah. We'll put some boxes. We could pretend those were... Who knows what's in those, right? It could be anything. It could be stuff someone wanted to buy. All right, that store's a pretty lame idea, I have to say. No credits for that store for me. And those are all hanging on the wall things. All right, we're just going to let that one sit for a while. At least it's got something in it. That's the checkout stand. Okay, so I'll have to think about that. Let me put that on my shopping list. Industrial stuff. Look, a visitor is at my settlement. Well, we'll just have to wait, won't he? Industrial stuff. I'll be at the store later. Okay, thank you, Maruski, for coming in. And I'll think, what did I mean when I wrote that down? Okay, so guys, we got to come up with 2 more stores. What could they be? It's like the mall, you know, there's empty stores. Let's go ahead and see if we can get them built anyway. I was a little on the fence about building them if I didn't know what was going to go in them, but the empty slots look kind of funny. All right, let me back up for the roof. Now I'm all kind of hesitant about the roof, so it probably won't go on right. I don't know why this one won't go on. It's so strange. So now he's trying to click to the one next to it. Come on, Roofie. I shouldn't say that. That means something else. See, he wants to go backwards. There he goes. I think that's it. There we go. Yay! Okay. I was thinking about, look how these look. Wait a minute, now I can't get out. Look how these look from the back. I do, yes, but somehow those wouldn't go. So look how these look from the back. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't mind that overhang, but I think I might buy those hanging down flag things. Oh, look, some of them are sticking out. I don't think that looks, it looks kind of weird. I might have to think about that a little bit. Anyway, those like banners that hang down, I was thinking I might get those, yeah, and put those on the back, and then we would have that color. I should have been checking how far out these were sticking. Like, I don't mind that too much, but some of them are sticking pretty far out. I'll have to check that. Oh, you know what? We could leave one empty, and that could be how you get in, because otherwise, how are people going to get into the market? Or we could even leave two out and have two sets of stairs. I've got this giant cave over here, which this is so funny. When I started to build this was always just a test. Like, I just was wanting to throw some shapes together. So I had this whole area. Oh, that's cool. Let me put that on my list. So I had this whole area, like the whole 300U, where I could have a sandbox to practice putting the shapes together. And I did it right there where there was a big hole, a cave. And so every time I ran around, I fell in the cave. I think that is such a great idea. So I don't want to have it be on this side, actually, because of the cave. Let's have it be on that side where I just struggled to make that building go together, right? We'll put it over here, and we'll do like arch, something fancy. Like Killjoy just said, make an entrance. Let's see what's out this side. Also, I'm trying to not do anything that I have to worry about it growing back later. Look how I put the flag on this guy. I was surprised that you could stick something up there. But I made the flag as big as I could get it, and then I put that on there. All right, wait, let's put a store over here. Except I don't know what the store is going to be. Oh. I'm having so much fun with this store. I may be like, bleh. I don't care about the houses. I just want to build the stores. I just want to make the stores. Whoops. What am I doing? All right. I can't tell if that one's sticking out. I think that one's wrong. Yeah, that one's wrong. I hate how even with the build camera, which is awesome, but then you still have this construction thing sticking there, so you can't really see. Ugh. I should have left the other one, huh? Now I'm going to have trouble with this one. There it was. There we go. Okay, that's that one. That one. Okay, cool. Should have been more careful with sticking the gazebos in. Oh, let's see. One more. Be a little bit more careful watching where the back legs are. Like I said, I don't care if they're a little bit poking out, or at least I don't think I care. I might start fretting about it now that I'm aware of it so much. All right, so I need to think of a reason. I need to think of a store, a theme for the store, but we're going to leave that alone, and we're going to build our entrance. Let's go out here so we can think. We can see what we're doing. This will be our grand entrance, to our market, where all of our settlers' wants will be taken care of for a small fee. It's going to be a company town. They're going to be indebted to the company store for the rest of their lives. So, you know. All right, let's see what kind of arches we have. That's pretty good. It's only one layer, and it didn't seem like it cut into anything. I think I have some stone arches from the Santa Fe house, or maybe I don't, actually. I have this arch. Let's see, that might be weird since nothing else is stone. Come on. Wait, it was right there. That looks ridiculous. First. That's a no. Alright, let's go back to our... I don't have very many of the alloy parts. I haven't really used that material much at all. How about a long hallway? Like... Oh, like we could put a wall... Like here? Wait, get up there. Like that? And then an arch? Except, if we do that, let me see. I was thinking I was kind of wanting the green lights to... Oh yeah, because the arch has to be attached to something, right? Or it's going to look weird. Than it may look already. Wait. Oh, you mean sticking out this way? But then the problem with that I see... You know what? What I was going to say was the problem that I see with that is that this is the perfect level of ground. Like the further we go this way, the ground comes higher and then the stairs are going to stick in. But actually, we could use those half stairs. But maybe what I'm going to do is, I like that idea, Killjoy, but I think what I'm going to do is probably wait on the entrance, making the entrance fancy. I like it because then I can have the trees in the front, more patio, and have the trees. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my settlement first. And then maybe the idea is that I don't even have stairs there because the settlement is up high, and then the settlement, like maybe it's going to be stairs coming down from the settlement or something. So let's just leave that there right now for a placeholder. And revisit that. I'm glad we thought of that entrance, because how were we going to get in? I would have been like, okay, now, oops, I can't get in, and I have all these neat store ideas, and I don't want to tear any of them down. Okay, I think I literally have, like, let me see. And nobody bring me any. I'm not begging. I'm just saying that I think I have like 5 salvage data or something like that, or maybe none. I did a lot of shopping getting ready for this build, and I've probably spent like every one I had, and I have 600 Quicksilver. I think I can buy the plants that I need with Quicksilver, and then I just need to go dig up some salvage data, or buy some if I find a trade terminal that... That's what our other store is going to be. We'll put a trade terminal in it. That makes sense, right? Hey, thank you for the follow, Popo. Can I call you Popo? Mastoras 13. You tell me, what would you like me to call you? Okay, I don't know, where would I put him on Reddit? Just on the No Man's Sky sub in general? Honestly, I hadn't thought about that, to tell you the truth. Where is that? Oh, here it is. That makes sense, doesn't it, to have a trade terminal? Let's see, microprocessor in our store. I mean, it is a, you know. Wonder if I have any in my freighter. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I have any in my freighter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. No. Pop, awesome. Okay, Pop, that is awesome. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I shouldn't have called you out before you had actually chatted. I try not to do that. All right, let's see. What did we need? A couple of these. You should have seen me while I was watching Maruski's stream. I was like making glass and making steel plate and getting all ready for this build. Okay, let's make a trade terminal and then we'll decorate it up a little bit. Oh. because it doesn't need power. I mean, I have power. I actually have a B level power here. That's what's powering my my gold mine. You guys, I also need a name for my settlement glyph exchange. Oh, okay, I'm on that one. It didn't actually occur to me to put these on there. And people put their bases. That would be kind of, I mean, I'm proud of my bases, but I always feel like they're not good compared to other people's bases. All right, let's see if we can decorate this a little bit, because I gotta say it's pretty ugly. And I think the other storekeepers would have come in and donated stuff to make it look better. We could put the hexa bushes. The hexakit bushes, whatever they're called. Shouldn't that thing be like sunken in the ground? I've never seen it look quite like that before. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can use the hexakit bushes and what that looks like. I think these things look so cool, but every time I use them, I'm like, no. Yeah, I think they're going to stick out too much. Let me see. Let's pull it out further. Let's put them out front like we did with the carpet store. So Pop, Pop, are you a No Man's Sky? Oh, cool. All right, I'm going to do that. Pop, are you a No Man's Sky player? Or are you a streamer? All right, let's try that again. I can put regular trees, but it would be kind of cool to have some kind of glitch here in this whole place. I do have the glitch that came from this planet. Those cable balls with the cable on them. I think our pots might be a little bit big. I don't know about that. Let's see. Let's spin around. Approach it unawares. That's what happens to me with those bushes every time. I think they're cool, and then I use them, and then I'm like, I don't know. PS4 a few years back, and now got back into it. That's awesome. And it is. I agree. And plus, honestly, there's so many different things to do, and so many different ways to play that I think it is like, you know, a different game, just depending on how you play it, too. Well, we thought of the last store idea, Maruski, was that we needed to have a trade terminal, and we needed to have an entrance. So that used up all our booth spaces. I'm just figuring out how to decorate this trade terminal so it doesn't look quite so ugly. Makes sense to have a trade terminal in the market. All right, let's try some other plant. I like these fruit trees. Oh, we like these trees, and I hadn't really used these yet. I got my pots so big. Let's see what we think about that. I use those fruit trees a lot. The pots are too big for the plant. I think I need to pull the pots back out again. Let's try it with one and put a tree in there and see what we think about that. I really like the carpet store. Using these cylinders with the bushes on top. I think that looks really good. But I don't want to do it twice. Okay, let's see. Let's try the tree on that with it pulled out. And then we'll try the fruit tree and see if we like that better. Or maybe we put these creepy looking things. Because again, it is supposed to be like this. It is clearly a pretty futuristic. I do like these. I've got these like this in at least one of my, at the farmhouse, I think. I have these. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. I think this tree is just too, like, everyday looking. Too normal looking for this very industrial looking terminal. Okay. Let me see. So I got my farm, I got my resort, I got the Southwestern house and the guest house. Maybe 6 or 7, something like that. I just built a little research base at my first planet in Hilbert, basically just to give me a place to start searching from. But the resort was my biggest base, and now this will be bigger than that. So a lot of those are pretty small, although I really like them, like the Southwestern house. I love. That was the base I built right before this one, and I just think it's so pretty. Let's see, I really hate the bottom of this thing. I really want to put something there to cover that up without being obnoxious. No, don't shoot it. I know we don't like it, but gosh. What is this? I haven't actually even put this thing out yet. It looks like a baked potato. I don't think that's going to solve the problem with that. Oh my goodness, that is funny. All right, let's see. Is there anything we can jam in front of that would look a little, maybe a counter? Oh yeah, a counter's good. Look at that. Problem solved. Perfect. How many bases do you have, Killjoy? Thousands? Well, 14,000. No, so hundreds? 100? I think you have a lot, right? Let's find something we can put on the counter that would make sense. Maybe we'll put a little computer there, like you might need to check something before you purchased. Come on. I wonder if that's actually behind the trade terminal. That makes sense, I think, doesn't it? To have that there. And then we'll put some papers on the counter. This is the one problem with this particular counter design, is that stuff goes in. Oh my gosh, 50. And you must not share my feeling about wanting to have a reason to go there later. Or maybe you do. Maybe you have a mine at that many at all those. You should. Just for, you know, inquiring minds want to know. Okay, so that looks like a workplace, right? I like that. All right, you guys, let's review. You do have a reason to go to all your bases? That's awesome. Okay, so we have the carpet store, the plant containment sort of store, and then we have the plant store, and then we have the travel agency / customer service, I'm not sure which, and then we have the light fixture store, and the knickknack store, the, what would you call that, housewares, decorative items, I don't know. And then we have a little hangout spot. Oh, so like maybe it would be a glitch planet and you would go there to collect more glitches or something. Oh, you know, that reminds me, I do have a couple of other ones because I did one that was for cytophosphates and I had one for storm crystals. So maybe I probably don't have a dozen. I'm going to say less than a dozen. And then we have this industrial store, which I'm a little on the fence about. And we have our trade terminal. Woohoo! Oh, and then I wanted to put some tables and chairs out here. So if you were getting food from the cafe, then you would have a place to eat. I'm so happy with it. You know when you're really happy with your build and then it just makes you happy? That's this one right now. Whoops, not tiny. We want big. Big tables. I think I may have to get a little sky high for this one because I won't be able to figure out where to put them. This lets me put off the base build. It's going to be hard to make these look random, I have to say. Although I guess they wouldn't be random if you really, you know, they would have a place to be. Because then I'm going to have to put, then I will have to put, like, cups. I'll have to put stools, and I'll have to put cups. Let's see, this is the entrance. We don't want to block the entrance. Oh yeah, that's true. And then I also have two fungal mold bases. I mean, they're like not really I mean, they're not really like a base like these. They're pretty small. And I have a whole bunch of mines that I don't really consider bases. I mean, technically, of course, there's a base computer there, but I haven't really, you know, I just put the mine in and nothing else. Whoops, that was dumb. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's sort of like a real thought out base like this. It's probably, you know, like that's a house and everything. I have less than a dozen, I would say. I hadn't thought about that. I'll have to go stand in front of the teleporter and do my bases and see how many. Okay, let's see what we think. So this is the entrance. And this is going to be different. It's going to be better once we get the settlement in. And then we walk in, and we have 2 empty triangles to get in. And then we have all tables. I like that. I think that makes sense. So then we're going to put a little lantern in the middle of each of them. Because, you know, once again, no power needed. They can sit here and listen to the beautiful music of the Towers of Light. Hey, Steel Dragon, I got the bubbles finally. I was telling you guys that was my last glitch. I had all the other ones. I was telling Steel Dragon that I had every one except on my Wednesday No Man's Sky stream. I had all of them except the bubbles, yep. And Maruski provided me with the glyph address for that. So I was able to get them. And I was very happy about that. But again, I still haven't used any of them anywhere because most of my bases are pretty traditional. They're not futuristic looking at all. I'm probably going to come down close to these when I set the tables and find out they're like floating in midair. They're not in the middle or something like that. I could do those little cytophosphate candle, whatever they're called, candle kelp things, which are pretty too. But I use those at the resort as my centerpieces. Hey, Dingador, how are you doing? My goodness, it's pretty late where you are, isn't it? We're making a little market, a little central market here for our settlement. All right, now we got to make a whole lot of stools. There's sometimes when you wish you could just get in there. Stomach problems, that's not good. I am doing good. Doing some building, which just makes me happy when I have a build idea. I think we'll do 4. We won't do one on at every position. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is a six-sided. All right, let's get up here where we can get serious. Oh, I'm so glad. So what have you done so far? Are you doing expeditions? Are you doing the expedition since there is one going right now? Are you doing missions? What are you getting into? Tell us. I have a lot of No Man's Sky people here right now. Oh, that's neat. Oh, you sent me that one, right? That pink one. That is so cool. I haven't looked at that new batch that you sent me yet. You guys, Killjoy made this base on this really pretty planet that has all these robots on it and is the prettiest base. Oh my gosh, isn't that the truth? This game, I say it all the time, but this game is so dense and there's so many ways to play it and so many. Like a month ago I would have said, yeah, I don't really build. I just explore and I like to pirate fight and I like to do all that. I like that planet. It's neat. I've been thinking about that ever since. You know, you said about making bases like that are helpful, and ever since I've been trying to think about like what does that mean exactly, and what would I put there, or like. And then I did my 2 fungal mold bases with the help of some advice from various people in the community, in the stream, and you know, about make sure that you have refiners there and all like that. And so I realized that was a helpful base, so that was kind of what that meant. Yeah, you need to do if you're going to do it, you need to do the expedition pretty quickly or start it, because there's not that much time left. A couple, 3 weeks maybe, right? Yeah, I have to think about what that would mean, what that means. And I have to go look at that planet again and see what resources are available there. That would make a good stream. I should tear down my fungal mold build and do it again maybe. Those of you who were watching the day that I got the fungal mold one, I found another one that has even more, it has terrible weather, terrible extreme weather, but it has even more mold balls. And so I built a new one there, and that one's been awesome. Okay. 1, 2, man, this is a lot of tables, isn't it? Seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's taking a long time. And you know, I'm going to have to put random cups and things out here. Oh, it's very interesting looking through the light of the glitch there. Laylaps, I know. Laylaps is getting a little bit squabbly, I think. I think he's getting tired of this. He's kind of griping at me. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That was the first one when I was making that one that really clicked what you were talking about being a helpful, like what does that mean to build a helpful base? And everyone on here was telling me, like, build a retention wall and make sure you put some refiners and do, stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is actually what a helpful base means. You guys, Killjoy sent me some links to other base. I like to go look at bases now because it gives me good ideas. Another thing I would never have been interested in doing like a month ago, and now it's like, yeah, let me go look at some bases. I'm not getting these chairs very well spaced, am I? This is when you want to get in there as a human and just move them yourself. Whoops. Has just a teleporter. You know what? That's exactly how you start. Boxes and cylinders that give items. You mean like those basic shapes? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's exactly how you learn. And you know what? Also, a good learning one is for using different materials. Dingadoras, whenever you start doing Quicksilver missions, they have some that are build missions, and you have to build certain ways with certain things. I gotta get turned back around here. And that's a good way to force also to kind of learn about new construction things, new bits and bobs that you might not have bought yet. And I found that pretty fun. And then you could just delete the base if you don't care about it after you get the points for it, the credit for it. This guy doesn't seem like he wants to sit down. Laylaps, get out of the way. I know, you're tired. You know what I was looking at in the store is that little helper droid guy, but I can't quite figure out what he does yet. You don't get Quicksilver from the missions. You get Quicksilver from the missions that you get in the anomaly. So you get, so there are 3 different currencies in this game. Or 4. Well, 4 really. So there's money, there's, units, cash, and then there's nanites, and then there's Quicksilver money, and then there's salvage data that you use to buy different things. It's kind of confusing. And the Quicksilver points come from the missions. They look like cases. It's these. Wait, it's these. You're talking about these shapes? Or like the basic shape things? Is that what you're talking about? These? Because if that's what you're talking, I mean, I know about them, but I don't know that they give you anything particularly. All right, let's look from out here and see if it looks like it's getting too cluttered. Okay, then I don't know what you're talking about. It's like an organic thing in the universe? You might, as you're just starting out, that might very well be that there's things at the beginning that you get Quicksilver for just to kind of introduce you to it. Yeah, there's a lot of people here who are way, way, way better at this game than me, so you shouldn't be taking advice from me at all. That may be. Yeah, would that be, is that like a blueprint or a recipe or a find this thing or whatever? I might not have gotten it yet. Yeah, that's better for that tree. All right, I think I got one table left that doesn't have, no, two left that don't have any chairs. Man, that's a lot of chairs, you guys. Whoa! Okay, see if we can get these last 8 chairs placed. You can randomly build the cylinder you find randomly. You can build a cylinder you find randomly on planets and open them with the Atlas Pass. I didn't know that. So I know the ones that you pick up that you can open with the Atlas Pass, but you can use those to. I mean, how do you like possess them? Is that something that you buy from the anomaly, like from the anomaly store? IKEA, as I call it. I have seen those on people's builds before, and I wondered where they were getting them from. Surprising how hard it is to place 4 stools evenly around this table. I think they're in the flat. Oh, okay. I probably haven't unlocked them yet. There's a lot of stuff I haven't bought yet. I have bought quite a few things, but I sure as heck haven't bought everything. One of these days. Oh, this is like, I'm stuck. One of these days, I suspect I will finally have bought everything, but I'm not there yet. All right, I'm not going to worry about the random chairs because in a real food court, people would leave their chairs askew. Then wasn't I short one? This table, he only has 3 chairs. Okay. The boxes are dark green. Yeah, I've seen them out in the world. I just didn't know that you could buy them. You know, that you could actually get them and use them as a decorative item or whatever. And like I said, I've seen them in people's bases, and I didn't know how they were using them. Okay, cool, you guys. Look at that. Let's throw a few cups down randomly, and then I swear we're going to start working on the the buildings. I don't want to say accommodations. I'm not building a hotel again. This is a settlement. Yes, I know they give. Oh, even when you bought them at the store. Oh, that's very cool. I didn't know that. I've never tried to open them when I see them at people's bases. I don't think. I mean, I knew in the wild you could get stuff. That's cool. All right, that's a very helpful base. That's another sort of helpful kind of base. And Eddie Mine, I guess, is a helpful base. That poor guy. We're going to have to talk to the help because clearly they haven't cleaned up after the lunch rush. What are these costing me? 25 carbon a piece. Man, that's a lot of plants in my farm. In my carbon farm. All right, you guys. It's probably been like 5 days in game time because it seems like it's been dark and then light and then dark and then light a lot. Well, what do you think about that? Got all our stores. We have our food mart here in the middle, our eating. Where's our cafe? Over there. Okay, I cannot tell you how happy I am with this. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take a 1-minute break and go use the restroom. I'm going to run an ad to try to cut down on pre-roll ads for a little while. So stick with me. Maybe stretch your legs and get have a beverage break yourself. This will be 1 minute of ads. Just 1 minute. Don't leave me. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, hope that wasn't too terrible. I realized, so some of you who aren't streamers may not know this, but Twitch has a deal that if you run 3 minutes of ads an hour, it'll cut out your pre-rolls. And so now we have 30 minutes of no pre-rolls. Anyway, yes, no, BJ, you can't cheat in No Man's Sky. BJ's referring to the little indie games I play in the morning where I do actually cheat from time to time. And it seems like, to me, when I think about it, you know, sort of out there, that 3 minutes in an hour is not that much. But then I realized that, I take normally a 1 minute break in a 4-hour stream. I take one 1 minute break. That's crazy. So I have to figure out how to make it work for me, but I'm going to try to kind of ease into like 3 minutes in an hour, because wouldn't it be nice to not have any pre-rolls at all? I just have to think about it. Hey, Blue Halo. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, that is a tough question to answer. I'm happy to answer it, but there are a lot of better... I know, I just sit here and I literally get up once, take that 1 minute break, and that's it in a 4-hour stream. It's not good for me. There are a lot of people here who are better, would be a better explainer than I, but and it is a very very faceted game. It starts out as a survival game. You just get crashed on this planet and you have to like not die while you gather up some stuff. And then you can go into like this, like building. You can do, there's lots of exploration and missions. You can be a fighter pilot. You can, there's like a sim aspect with settlements. See, this popped up on my screen, so I have a settlement, which you don't have to have. So I can go there and like manage my settlement. I'm base building right now. There's just so much to it. And that's probably a very poor explanation. So what we're doing right now is I'm making a settlement on this base, and I was building a little market here, a little central market. Yeah, this isn't a mission. This is base building. Man, I'm super happy. Don't you guys want to come here and shop and maybe get some lunch and hang out? I do. That is one thing I would say. I always want to live in my bases when I'm building them. I need to pick up a few things at the shop to finish. Right? Ruski has this amazing style of house, base, whatever, that she came up with. And I just love it so much. It's really pretty. I can't wait for her to get it all furnished and everything so that I can go see it. Let's see. Blue Halo different. Yeah, I knew that Steel Dragon would have a better explanation than me. And plus, you know, the way that you play it kind of affects the way you answer that question too, I think. Yeah, the lore is great, and I have to say, I've done those missions, and I read all the stuff, and I'm very into the lore of it, too, so I don't mean to diminish that part. I'm just scrolling around here, number one, because I want to see what I'm missing, but also because I'm still thinking about what I want to do about my settlement. The stores that have things that light up in them really make the stores that don't have things that light up in them look really, really dark. But only because it's night, I guess. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that. Alright, let me try to get focused on this part. So I gotta think about... It's really cool. I would say, it's just from me, that for me, it took me about 20 hours or so to really get sort of stuck in on it. So I would say just give it, as my son told me, and as I think is good advice for almost every game, give it time, it gets better. You know, like any game, you get used to it, you figure out what you're supposed to be doing. This game is very deep, so in 20 hours, I've got about 300 hours in it now, and I'm still very new. Steel Dragon has over, and Thinks Wicked, who's on here too, has like 10,000 hours in it, so I have not played Subnautica, and Dingador, people keep telling me that. The only time I saw that game was when Positive Mind played it, and I thought and I didn't think it was like this at all, so I think I don't understand what it's about. So I need to put that on my list and play it. I didn't think it was like this at all. I think I didn't have any idea what it was. So, yeah, so many people have suggested that game to me. And I'm just like, well, I have this funny thing about, this kind of weird thing about drowning in video games. So I'm a little hesitant to play it, but thank you so much for the follow, Blue Halo. You crash on an alien planet and need to get off, basically. Yeah, see all that swimming around? When I watched, Positive Mind was doing the swimming, and it was just giving me the shivers. So I haven't put a landing pad yet because I haven't got my structures figured out. So my basic idea, you guys, for this settlement, one of my ideas, was that it was I was going to have this big ring around the outside of the store. Yeah, Killjoy has 4,000 hours. Really, any game that you had 300 hours in, you'd be like, that's a lot, except for this game, where you're like a newbie at 300 hours. So I was thinking about making this big ring at one point, like all hooked together with accommodations spaced along. But now I'm not so sure. And so then I was also thinking about just like scattering the houses kind of here and there and everywhere. Yeah, it does. It really freaks me out. I don't know why, but it does. Drowning is just like, ugh. In video games, it's so crazy. 'Cause, I mean, it's a video game, but yeah. But I should get it, because like I said, so many people have recommended it to me. I should get it and give it a shot. I wonder if it's on PSP. This one needs to be moved. Yeah, and I don't mind like getting eaten by a monster or whatever. Uh-oh, I messed this up. Never mind, let's just put it back where it was. So I gotta think about, and I'm not even sure about the shape yet either. Maybe I should just start organically connecting them and see if I can get all the way around. And then I wanted to have accommodations. I don't want to have them float. They're just floating right now, so I didn't have to spend the resources. No, I started playing video games at like 18 months ago when I was 60. That's where my name came from, Gamer. I know now everyone thinks it's Game Rat 60, but it started as Gamer at 60. So it's been about coming up on 2 years. I mean, like 20 or 30 years ago, I played games on PC, and I played in VR quite a lot. But I just got this PS5 like a year ago, or maybe about a year and a half ago, I guess now, and I've been playing constantly since then. But no, I'm a very new gamer, Okay, I gotta think about this. This is why I'm all focused on the stores, because I'm just not sure what I want to do. But I started thinking about this last night. Like these shapes. This stupid cave, I wish it was somewhere else. I like this kind of square in the middle with the rounded edges. I like that shape pretty well. And then I was thinking, maybe I could do like this shape, and then a kind of a sticking out part, and then another one of this shape in the back if it doesn't impinge on that thing. I want to have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in each one also. And I don't think anyone would want to be this close to the market. Maybe this is the market manager's house right here. I think that roof is not right there. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it. I don't know. That one looks kind of funny to me. I love my little market. All right, so I want to start deconstructing this, because this was like my play. I think if you just blast them, you lose your resources in there, don't you? I started to make this bathroom back here. Let me take that out. That's the only interior thing I have. Wait, where's my ramp? I made this ugly ramp just so I could get in to this one while I was playing with the shapes. So let's see, where is my bathroom? This one. So I put a shower. Here's my bathtub back here. That's as far as I got on the bathroom, because that was sort of different. Infection that breaks out on a planet, and then an alien race quarantines the planet, and you get shot down because, hold on, because you get too close to the quarantine planet, and then you have to learn to survive, cure yourself of the quarantine, and it's an open world story driven sandbox. And it is, isn't it a bunch of, that sounds really good, Still Dragon. And people were telling me there's building in that game too. So Dingadora, let me just tell you that a month ago or less, if you'd have asked me, I would have said, I don't build. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that part of the game. I'm all about the pirate fighting and the exploring, and I don't care about the bases. So once you get, so number one, don't feel bad that your bases are very basic right now. If you want to do bases, you'll get it. You'll figure it out at some point. So yeah, it's just another aspect of the game that maybe, you know, that you have to learn and get better at if you want to. All right, I think that's the only thing inside, so I can go back out and destruct from up top. I need to put that, in fact, let me write that down. And I want to check and see if it's on the PSP list. kind of like Fallout 76 in that I was interested in that based on the building part, but I wasn't really that interested in the story. And it may be that, or no, not that I wasn't interested. I didn't really know anything about the story. And it may be that I need to, you know, like the PlayStation Plus thing. So I have the PlayStation Plus. Oh, there's a curtain in there. I guess I don't care about that. PlayStation Plus Premium or whatever it is. So then that would mean it was free. Let's see. Yeah, PSP. Yeah. And that game is Sandbox Mans. You can build almost anywhere. Which one? Steel Dragon, Fallout 76, or Subnautica? This beautiful, peaceful music is just playing right here. I wonder if there's room to go back another unit to get to that thing. I mean, I don't need to have a house right here next to the cave. The cave is kind of cool looking from up here, but there's a number of poisonous plants in there. All right, let's see. Oh, and one of you guys said that Fallout 76, that all the stuff was in-game purchases. Inside the cave, this cave is a bunch of poisonous plants. Because when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, I could do something down there. But I don't want to have to keep destroying them, so I'm just not going to have them. All right, let's see here. And I like using the glass hallways, but if I can't see out of them anyway, make a little stubby hall. So what we're going to do right now is just mess around. Try to come up with some shapes that we like. I think this hallway might be too long. Oh wait, I can put a cube and make a hallway of the cube, can I? I haven't done any building with these cubes. I didn't really even understand how they worked until just recently. That they opened up like into each other. Alright, let's see. I would need to have an uneven number to have one in the center. Not an even number. Which means I would need to have 5 across. Okay. In Subnautica. There is a terrain manipulator in this game, but if you use it for your building, oh, that's a lesson for you, Dingadora, is if you flatten for your building once you get to building bases, yeah, it is. The most important thing to know is that that's ground will all grow back. So think about that when you're building. Even if you flatten with the flattener thing, the ground will come back. So it's one of the reasons you see people building up higher is to get it off the ground. Okay, so now we have 5. So are you on PlayStation, Dingadora? Yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying you need to be aware of it. I know with me, when I was building my first bases, I didn't know about it, and my bases that I worked so hard on and loved so much, if I hadn't known about it, I would have really been disappointed. You know, to come back and find that they were underground or like in the middle of ground. So it's just a good thing to know. I was going to just tell you what the key command was for that building view, but somebody else on here can tell you that plays on PC. Okay, let's see. But I think, isn't the growing back where you built a base, isn't that like 90 days or something? I think somebody told me that. And I will say that like there's some, not flattening or anything, but a couple of trees that I knocked down in my resort base for the view, and it definitely took more than more than 4 hours. It was more like, I don't know, it was longer than that. I've only just cut them down the first time since I built it. Okay, so if this is our hall, how deep is this thing? 2. We might not have room here to do this. I don't want to crash into this thing here. Let's see how far back we can go with it. Okay, that does fit. Let's see. I don't know if I would want those to be glass. I think we'll put those little round windows. Maybe this would be a bedroom back here? Or the bathroom? There is a timer, and that is 4 hours. I know what I was thinking of was the 4-hour thing was like if you were like digging stuff up, you know, like mining from surface mines, that's what that related to. I'm definitely, obviously not challenging what you're saying. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Or that's what I was thinking that was about. Oh, I know. Let's make our... Oh, that doesn't work now, does it? I was going to say, let's make our... There's also a cap on terrain edits. If you hit the cap... Oh, that's interesting. Sort of like the number of pieces cap. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm trying not to do any more terrain manipulation for building at all. Okay, I was going to say we could have the bedrooms and bathrooms back here. But we don't want them to... You don't want to walk through one to get to another, so you'd need this thing. And this thing is pretty short. Or this thing. Let's see. Whoops. This thing is really ugly, I gotta say. This is what I started to do. Wait, so it would be come out exactly. Yeah. When you're building, watch the pop-up. Most people ignore that. It warns you. Wait. Watch the pop-up. It warns you when you are doing terrain manipulation that is limited. That's interesting. Well, as I said, I don't really do it anymore, so I hadn't noticed that. I wonder if I like the glass tunnel. I think it has to be a 4-way tunnel. And then we can have bathroom, bedroom out to either side. I wonder if that'll get really squishy. You guys, you can't imagine how much mag ferrite, or pure ferrite, I mean, how much mag ferrite I was, oh, I put it in the wrong place. I was processing today, because that's the one thing with this cuboid building is it uses so much pure ferrite. And I have a mine for mag ferrite, and has so much of it, I was really happy to find a reason to use it. Okay. So if we do that, but see now we're all squished up against this wall. But if I make a corridor and then that, then I don't think it'll fit. Let's see. I actually don't know why I'm worried so much about it here, because it doesn't have to be here. It can be somewhere else. Let's see. Okay. And then we put our little 4-way thingy-mabobby on there. Okay. And then we put our cubies sticking on there. For the bathroom, we don't need windows. I think I decided 4 was enough for a bathroom. I mean, we can put those little round windows, but we don't need glass walls. We prefer not to have glass walls in our bathroom. Okay. Then I'm going to end up building this whole thing and being happy with it, and then I'm going to be like, but I hate where it is. I want to move it somewhere else. And I'm actually going to make a bunch of these because of buildings, I mean, because I want this to be a whole settlement. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody out here but these plants looking in. Do you know these things are supposed to be plants? Isn't that weird? When I first came to this planet, I just thought it was the creepiest planet ever because of all these things look like they're looking at you. We're going to put, we got these round windows, and we'll put those in the bathroom. All right, let's see here. I wonder how far out I need to go. Don't they? They're so cool looking. I really like them. I just think they're so interesting. Okay, that doesn't need to be a glass one, because it's just a wall. I like having them be glass so you can actually see where you're going, but plus the not glass ones are cheaper. Ooh, maybe we should do this one and have it curve around. I wonder how that would be. Oh, I didn't like the sound of that. No, there's not in the dirt. Okay. That might be pretty cool, you guys. Although that way, I think it will be too close to that guy. But we could put a bedroom there, curved around, and then this bedroom would be sticking out like this. I don't love this long hallway. I have no way to get in my house, obviously. That you can build, that give items are in my helpful base. Yeah, that might be where I saw them, actually, Killjoy. I was just saying I saw those in someone's base, and I didn't know that you could use them. I went to your base and walked all around in there. I bet that's where I saw them, your pink base. It was so neat. All right, if this curves... Maybe there's enough room. That would be kind of cool, you know. Then you'd be over the cave, which would be kind of neat, possibly. Let's just see. Come on. Maybe. I just can't remember. I have to say I've looked at so many bases recently that it's hard for me to put them together exactly. But I can put together like little pieces, like I saw this or I saw that. But like obviously I remember the base was pink, and it was neat. Okay, I'm kind of liking this, you guys. Kind of liking the shape. Let me see how it looks from the front. I don't have any way to get in yet. Maybe this is the back. I don't know. No, I think this is the front. This is going to be the kitchen, living room, dining room space, this set, this part. And then we're going to have bedroom, bedroom, bathroom. I do have good power, in case you're wondering, at this place. It's over there somewhere. Someplace. It was so funny. I put this gold mine in here, and then I came back over here at another time, and I checked for power, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have power. And I ran over there. Well, I'd already done the whole power thing. I just completely forgot about it. You know, I wouldn't mind, even though it seems sort of like boring, but I actually really like these circular units. I like the look of them and everything. We could put the, although you can't put rugs down very well in them. We could put, like, oh, did that go into the wall? Whoops. I wonder if that actually went into the bathroom wall. That won't work. Let's see how this looks. And then we could put a, no, we couldn't put a biodome up there because then we'll have a stupid ladder sticking right in the floor. Yeah, I was trying to make this one not use those circular chambers because it is a prefab. I mean, the cuboids are prefabs too, but at least you're like being creative with them. But I actually do like the structure. Hold on a minute, you guys. So no, he's not here. The cable guy evidently has completely flaked on me. He was supposed to be here between 1 and 3 o'clock my time. It's almost 7 now. And not only has he not ever shown up, he hasn't called or anything. All right, I'm going to try not to be a cheater pumpkin eater and make the prefab. I was thinking I might do a bunch of biodomes here someplace. Like that would be the settlement's food supply. Kind of like Surviving Mars, but big instead of tiny settlement. All right, let's make our bedroom go kind of that way, I think. Don't need to have glass back here because we don't want to be looking at the bathroom wall. So this one can be like that. Maybe we'll put two solid ones out this way, or 3 solid ones out this way for the back wall, and then put glass ones. That might be enough room for the bedroom. Probably looks better from the inside than it does from the outside, huh? Or we could put those curvy rooms at the end. I like the shape of those. Let's do that. These curvy things. These curvy things just make the whole thing so much better. Okay. Which means I probably should have put... Can you make the curvy walls attach to the corridor? Or maybe put... Well, they don't have glass, so I don't like that so well. We're going to put this all together and then we're going to go out front and take a look at it. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do about access, because I don't want to have that big ugly metal ramp coming all the way up like I already had before. I'm thinking for a minute. I know I have an interior ladder. We could build a build the research station up on top of one of these. Like all these people are at this settlement, like they're researchers. They came to this planet to learn about it. And look, there's my freighter right up there. So they're all going to have like little labs, I think. Or maybe we'll have a you go to work and there's a lab place. Maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. All right, let's see. I think this one can be glass because he's a little bit farther away from the bathroom than that one is. I probably should have done this one. Oh no, it is the same. It's just that the bathroom's not in the middle. Okay, that's fine. We'll have to see if the symmetry of that bothers me. Do you see that guy rolling around over there? That's the animal. That thing right there, that one. He's the animal on this planet. So if your view was this ball here. Oh, but you know what? We don't want to be looking back at the house, maybe. Maybe we do. That's pretty over there, too. All right, let's try it all glass and see what we think once we're inside. Maybe this one's bigger because this is the master. Ah, flying around. You guys, I'm playing Limbo in the morning on my indie stream. Oh, it's so hard. I'm getting killed. It's fun, but I'm getting killed so often. It's just a sad situation. Yeah, you know the creepy one though, the big one? Where's that really big one that's over the gold mine? Look, that thing in the middle is moving around. It's kind of gross. I wish these little balls, I wish you could have these, because these would be a really good decorative item on, like you could put it on a dresser or something. Okay, I think this may be the basic structure. So we have a main room and we have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So let's go look at it, and I gotta figure out what our access is gonna be. I mean, they could all have teleportation units in them. We could put a teleportation thing like down on the ground, and then you could teleport up into your house, and that would resolve all the stairs, the issue with the stairs, I guess. Stairs are a problem in this game. Yeah, you could put like a little platform. They're kind of tall, those things. I don't like the stairs, honestly. The wooden stairs don't go with this structure very well. See, these stairs are the stairs that go, but these are interior stairs, and I couldn't get them to attach to the outside. And the same with this ladder. I thought, well, you could have a ladder. That seems kind of weird, but you could. But it wouldn't attach. And then so I ended up doing these stairs, but it took like 1,000,000 of them, and they looked terrible. They made this big long thing coming down. I didn't like that either. Oh, you know what, Dingador? You were talking about having wires all over the place. There's a thing you can buy. Let me show you. This is how people don't have wires in their bases. This thing right here, you put this, once you're done with all your wiring, you put this someplace. It's really big, so you have to kind of stick it in a corner or something, like know how big it is. Put it in your utility room, and then all the wires disappear, and it's really cool. Yeah, but it's not so much that. It's just that they're so, you have to run a lot of stairs. You know, they come out, they have an angle, and so it sticks out really far from the base. Yeah, so you just buy it. It's just a thing to buy, you know, once you're buying stuff. I'll have to run over to my to one of my bases and show you. We could go look at the. I won't give you all the. I won't give you all the resort. Everyone's like, no, not the resort. We've heard your sales pitch like 9,000 times. I won't do that one, but maybe we could run over to my Santa Fe house, and I can show you it over there, because it's pretty big. The first time I used it, I was really surprised at how big it was, and it's kind of ugly too, honestly. Let's see, what am I going to do about the stairs? I think the wood stairs maybe don't stick on. Oh, I didn't know that. So you just dig a big hole and stick it in there, and then refix and then put the terrain back, restore the terrain. I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. In this build, I'm going to put it down in that cave. So it doesn't show, and then I can't really use the cave anyway, so, you know, maybe what we could do is put a patio. Will a patio clip on to the snap-on? Let's see. And then we could put the stairs to the patio. Come on, come on. I don't know if they'll stick on. They should stick on, for heaven's sakes. That would be good with having a little outdoor deck. That would be nice. I know they won't, actually, because you would have to when you put them on these frameworks, you have to kind of free place them. Let me try from down here, but I don't think they work. I don't think they snap on, I mean. Yeah. Because I wouldn't mind to have a deck, you know, like an outdoor deck on these houses. But maybe you don't want your people to have decks because you want them to come and hang out in the market with the other people. And now we're going to have an ugly door right in the middle of our pretty glass. Oh, you know, we could put that other door, which doesn't really look like a door, but let's see. This door. It's probably right there. Okay. I don't know if I really want the door on the front like that, but I don't think you can stick it in the seam right here. Let's see if you can. Yeah, I didn't think it would go on the end. This is why you keep making them bigger and bigger, because you got all this stuff you want to do and you can't do it the way you want to do it. All right, let's try the stairs with this door. Pretty sure you can't do it because I tried this, but if it would work, the stairs at least would fit. But I don't think they'll clip on out here. Ah, I know. We'll put one of these structures, and then we'll put a platform on top of it, and then we'll put one square, and then we can take that off and clip the rest on, and that can be the patio, and then we'll put the stairs on that. Let's see if we can make that work. I know they are, but I wanted them to work outside because they're the stairs that go with this style of building. Except for that little skinny metal ramp thing, and I don't like that thing at all. So I'm trying to, you know, go against what the game wants. Okay. Now we can make a patio, which I actually do like a patio. You know, you gotta love a patio, right? And then we can put stairs onto this. So we're getting awfully close to the market here. This guy's gonna have to be the market manager because nobody else would want to live this close to the market. But he loves his work, and so he wants, plus he doesn't trust anyone. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up figuring out how I want this and then moving this because it's ridiculous that it's coming right up against the, market. All right, let's put some stairs on here. Get this shape all worked out anyway. That's huge. And then you can futz around with it. This pretty base that Maruski built, it's like a series of little casitas, sort of, except they're bigger. But she's ended up finally, I think there's like 4 of them. Exactly. There we go. That's good. She ended up moving one at the end because she didn't like the way it looked where it was with all the rest. And that may be what I'll have to do is deconstruct it and move it somewhere else once I get the shape worked out. All right, now let's walk around and see if it works. Okay, so we go in. This room is going to be kitchen, dining room, and living room. Right? Good. And then we're going to walk through here. And we're going to have the bathroom right here. I think this is 2 deep. I don't think it needs to be 4. I think maybe 2 is good. And then we can put shower and like sink. I don't know what I'm going to do about toilet. I have to think about that a little bit. I know there's some bathrooms on that camping planet, and I need to go back and look and see how they did them. I remember the tub shower thing, but I don't remember the toilets. And then we're going to have, so we have no view there, which I like. And then we have view out here, which is the gold mine and the market. This is kind of a low rent house here because actually when I'm done, I'm going to enclose the gold mine so we won't have that ugly view. It'll just look like a house or something. And then we have this bedroom, which has a good, well, it's still the gold mine, but like I say, I'm going to cover up the gold mine. And I don't think you can put windows in these curved walls. Okay, that helps. We don't need a window there because that's the bathroom wall. Look, Laylaps is outside. Hey, Laylaps. So this will be a bedroom here. And then no view there because that's the bathroom. This is a nice, cool view here of how cool this planet is. Laylaps is a peeper. My goodness. That's disturbing. And then we got this whole bedroom. You know, we clearly don't need a view there because that is the bathroom. We're going to put windows in the bathroom. You can wave at the person in the other bedroom. Hey, are you up yet? Or we could put curtains maybe. Anyway. And then we got all these creepy guys standing out here looking. Okay, I like this. I like this basic structure. Let me go look at it again. Let's do the camera-y flyover thing and see what we think. It needs to have something on the roof. The roof is too flat. It's kind of a boring, yeah, I don't mind I like the sides, and I like the size. Maybe we'll do like some one-bedroom units too. So this would be like if you brought your whole family to this planet, whose name I haven't decided yet, then you would get one of these. Okay, let me see what kind of roof. I think I bought some kind of roof thing, or maybe I didn't buy it, but oh yeah, we got these. Okay, let's see what we think about these. And they're glass too, which is cool. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Oh man, that is like everything. Wonder what you put on this part. Yeah, that's much better. All right, let's put them on the back too. As I said, I really haven't used these cuboid shapes at all. Cuboid building at all. This is going to be my first one that's cuboid. Okay. But I don't know what you put there. Like, what makes that space? Is this how you guys build bases? Thinking about it like this? Or am I just being a weirdo? I know Maruski does. But I wonder about the rest of you guys. Okay, I like that a lot. Then that shape does appeal to me quite a bit. I need to come up with some sort of finish situation for the ends. But I don't know what that would be. Or maybe we just put some plants up there. Like put some decking and then put some potted plants. That would be nice. And then we can put those same roofs all around on these two bedrooms, maybe not the bathroom. I like that. I will put a cube room on a floor piece to connect the two types. A cube room on a floor piece. To connect the two types of what? Like a different structure, you mean? Of a non-cube build? And then use the cube to connect them? I wish we had more curvy pieces. Oh. So then we'll put a little deck here, but this might kind of spoil the roundness. And then put some plants up here. But I might not like that, actually. Let me put the roofs on over there and I'll come back and look at this. Those curved ends are kind of a problem with this roof situation. I don't know if they didn't think about that. Like, that there's no end piece that fits on the top of these curved walls. Or maybe there is and I didn't buy it. That's a possibility. Because I don't have all the pieces. Alright, how do we want these to go? Round that way or round this other way? This way. I have to think of a name for my settlement too. I don't want to call it gold. It's gold because all my bases are named after the mine of whatever it is I'm mining there. But I don't think that works for this whole settlement. That's a dumb name for that. But I haven't decided what I want to name it yet. Or the planet. I want to name the planet something nifty too. Come on. Come on, little roof. You're not working with me here, man. He does not want to turn around. You're a weirdo roof part. I know, I've only named one planet, and I named that planet because the name to me looked like a typo, and it was driving me crazy, so I named it what I thought it was supposed to be. What I read it as before I realized that wasn't what it said. Oh, I thought those things were... Oh no, they're just glass at the top, not on the ends. Well, that's kind of ugly from here. I may not be able to get that over there how I want it. Okay, I'll have to think about that. Let me do this other one over here. That curved roof might be throwing it, I guess. Whoops. That curvy part at the end, I mean. No, you were right. This will make the rooms seem bigger from inside. It'll make them very grand. No, go do the one at the end first. Thank you. That curved wall piece, which I like the look of, is kind of messing up the roof lines. I don't think I like those platforms. I think I'll just leave them and then put... or I could put some triangles. Oh, look, it doesn't even go on there right. It's kind of stuffed in. Yeah, I don't like that. We're taking that out. It's not flat on there. I think we'll just put some plants up here, probably. Let me see if we can put like a little tiny triangles in some fashionable way. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put plants. Nobody's going to see up here anyway. Yeah, that roof over there, that looks really strange. I wonder if we can do like we did with the market stall. That wouldn't work. Let's see if we can put them on the back first. And see if that fixes it. Don't you hate it when there's something you know that you know what you want, and you know you should be able to do it, and you just can't get it to go? Like this problem. It just doesn't want to turn the way I want it to turn. So strange. Let's see if we can make them go this way then. Like, I hate to settle because I know what I want. The symmetry of that is probably going to bother me, that the other two are going the other way. I'll probably have to turn the other bedroom if I can't make that work. All right, let's look at the camera again. Whoa! This is the best thing. Yeah, I don't like that roof at all going that way. It needs to turn. I don't know why it won't work, but we're going to force it to work. I like that a lot. That's kind of futuristic-y looking, isn't it? My bases all look so traditional, like houses, that, that's cool. So this is going to be super fun for me. I really like the interior. Sometimes you just need to place a cube. Yeah, but I have the cubes and they won't stick. I mean, they won't stick in the direction that I want them to go. I think I'm going to take these curvy bits off. Put straight bits. Maybe that'll work, Killjoy, that I can put the cubes and then put the curvy bits, and then if I can make it work, and then take the cubes out and put the curvy bits back in. Maybe. Oh, but it's going the wrong way. That's the problem with this one. It's going the wrong way. This one, I think, needs to go long ways like that one does. 1, 2, 3. That might be my prob right there. Yeah, because then I would only have two, and I wouldn't have anything to put in the middle. Let's move these over here. Come on. Okay. And then I gotta stop. I gotta get off of it. It won't let it build on top of me. Okay, now let's see if we can get this to work. I didn't realize you could put these. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. You just did exactly what I wanted you to do. Like, I didn't know you could put them like that. I like that a lot. Oh, but you wouldn't want two-story like that. That would be weird. Yeah, that would be a problem. Okay, right there. That's what I want. Nope, up here, up here. I love the music. It's just like so peaceful. When I was taking my little break, I muted, but I still had my headphones on, and I could just hear that music playing. It was so peaceful. I forgot I was going to be very focused on the whole... Yeah, pre-rolls are back on, but I don't want to take another break right now. I'm going to be working on that. You guys that are in here a lot, I'm going to be trying to figure out how to make that work for me and my pattern, to take more regular breaks and try to get my 3 minutes an hour so nobody has to endure pre-rolls. Look, that one's not glass in the middle. What happened to that one? What happened to that one? How did I mess that up? Whoops, I fell off. I fell off the house. Look at that. That one's... I bet I didn't put a glass... No, because that's the roof. Why is that like that? Oh, he's not there. That's why. There's not a roof in there. Alright, let's see. Oh, come on! Now it's not going to want to stick in there the right way. Oh, so annoying. There you are. There you go. Good roof. Good roof. Perfect. Now I wonder... No, I don't think so. I think we'll leave it alone. I was thinking about sticking a biodome on the top of the bathroom, but I think it... Exactly. But I think that would be weird. All right, let's look at it again. Whoa. Oh, look, that's where the roof went. It's sitting on the front porch. That's pretty funny. All right, we'll get rid of that. It's not symmetrical because that one sticks out that way. I may have to change this bedroom so that it sticks out the same way, because I do love me some symmetry. And that would bother me, I think. All right, where's that one that's sitting on the front porch? Where is my front porch? Don't you have that? That happens to me all the time when I'm building and then I'm going along doing something else and I find some random piece of build material just, you know, out there in the middle of the world. Did I lose my door? Yeah, well, just so it would give it that glass top, but I think it's actually too big. And besides, then you'd have to have a ladder in the middle of the bathroom. You know, the steam would probably help the plants though, huh? Okay, let's see. We're going to have to fix this because I'm not going to be able to tolerate it. I do love me some symmetry. Okay, that one's okay. Yeah, right? It could be a closed system, right? Like those things with the fish that eat the plant waste, and then the fish waste fertilizes the plants or whatever, that thing. It's kind of a cool system. It's a cool idea. In all seriousness. It would be like your gray water usage. And if you really were like surviving on Mars or whatever, that's what would happen. I'm sure you all have read a lot of sci-fi like I have. And, you know, they don't waste anything. The whole Soylent Green and all that. I really like that curve of this roof thing on the single story. But I'm just not sure what you would do with your... I don't like these flat roofs. So, come on, come on. Yeah, symmetry is comfy. Symmetry is special. You definitely want symmetrical. Oh, come on, you silly roof. Look over at your neighbor, and that is what we want. There we go. You see, I knew you could do it. Oh, and now this guy. Okay, there you go. Man, this is definitely a very fancy house. I think that, look at that red light coming from in there. It looks all spooky and creepy. I think this house is too grand for what I'm trying to do here. I think it's okay to have one house like this, maybe. Like this could be the head, whatever you would call it, of the settlement, like the governor or something, his house. But I don't think we would have all the houses look like this. I think it's too fancy, too big, and too grand. That's what I think. But I like the shape. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up moving it somewhere else now that I see how big it is and everything. Like maybe it could be up there on that hill instead of jammed up against the market, which I don't really like anyway. But I really do like this shape. So what I want to do, what I think we're going to do now... Man, I'm so happy with my market. I'm still thinking about the entrance, Killjoy. I'm going to do something fancier with the entrance. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to run over to my southwest house. And I'll show you that cloaking thing and what I did over there. That's my most recent house, and I'm really proud of it. And I have to figure out where I'm going to put the landing pad or pads. That's going to be another thing to figure out. But I think off to a good start. I love the market. I'm very, very happy with the market. There's nothing helpful here, Killjoy. There's nothing anyone could actually... Well, they could get the gold. That would be helpful. People could harvest the gold. But that's all. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I love it when an idea comes together. And let me just tell you, I can rock a theme. I can't always think of a theme, but once I have one, man, or someone gives me one, I am all about it. I'm that way in real life, too. Yeah, like for a party, once I have a theme, man, I'm all about the theme. All right, let's go look at the Santa Fe house. Look, I started out just calling this one Mold Farm, which was boring, and so now this one I called Roly Poly Roundup. I'll show you this one real quick. This one is on like the worst weather planet. I'm working on my extreme survivalist achievement on this planet because it is either a wall of fire or it's extreme night temperatures, no in between. So this is my helpful thing, except it's not on your base, Killjoy. I mean, not on your planet. And then we'll go to the Pyrite house. It's a wall of flame storm. Okay, so this is the, yeah, probably. I don't know. We'll see. So I have 2 big refiners and a teleporter. And then I got this little, and then I got a landing pad back here. Yeah, that's what this one is. It's always bad. And then see, I've got my mold over there. So you can sort of start your shooting, and they'll all roll down. I made a catchment. I didn't want to build the mold inside a building because I've been in too many of those where the house grew up around it and then you can't get in it and then nobody can have the mold, and I didn't like that. But I built this whole catchment thing, see? And none of this is impinging, so if a little hill grows back, it won't matter. And then you can take your mold out. And it's, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000, something like that for these. Yeah, so I'm working on my survival badge, my Boy Scout survival badge on this planet. And yes, I am watching my health go down. Let's see, I guess we better charge it up. No reason to push it, right? I have another mold planet, but it's only like five balls. So Dingador, if you ever come across these runaway mold, these things, if you refine them, they refine straight into nanites. So they look weird, and you think, what do I want with these? But when you put them in the refiner, they're very valuable. So always flag if you find runaway mold, put a base computer down so you can come back. And they regenerate really quickly. I put this chair here because I was trying to get my survival thing, and I thought, well, maybe I could just sit in this chair and wait. But it actually wouldn't ping that way. So I'm glad my Exocraft, I was driving around working on my badge, and in the roamer, and then when I came back, it was such a big storm I couldn't see what was happening, and I ended up crashing it into my catchment thing, but it's moved now. Running mold, you just need to go about, yeah, that's exactly right, or you just go over the hill and come back or whatever, and then it's back again. So it's really great. Yeah, if you can find runaway mold, that's the fastest. So I'm not going to refine these here because I don't want to wait. It takes like 5 minutes. So let's go to the pyrite house. So that's the whole base. But anyone can come. If you see one of these, you can just go to it and take the mold, because when the person comes back, it'll be regenerated. So this is my Santa Fe house here. You actually land, you teleport into the utility closet, which isn't very nice looking, but I would rather see it from the front, but I don't want to fly there in my ship. That's too tedious. Yeah, I wasn't, I was driving around. Yeah, so it's like Doctor Strange, exactly. Exactly like that. I think I got one of them, persistent or something. I got that at that milestone. I'm like 4,000 or 5,000 away from the top one. Okay, so see this thing right here? That's the cloaking thing. And in this case, I've got it in my utility closet, but it's pretty big. To me, it's not very attractive, so I don't really like to have it where I can see it. So this is the utility room. I've got some utility stuff. And then I have, I wouldn't want to kill those things. Is that why you did that? I thought it was so people could adopt them. Killjoy. And then I've got the fourth supply depot of my mine in here, so I can just teleport in, grab, and go back out. My storage, my teleporter. Anyway, and then if you go out into the house, let's run right out to the front door so I can show you the grand entrance. This is a funny planet. This planet has those giant worms that go up and crash back down in the ground. So that happens pretty often. Oh, there's a storm, so you can't see it anyway. Darn. All right, well, let's go and look at the inside. Maybe the storm will be over. They're like sandworms. They're hilarious. Okay, so here is my kitchen over here. And, no, not the giant ones. Those ones that stick up out of the ground, those can maybe hurt you. And you want to kill those because they're the same. They give you this thing called flesh ropes. And the flesh ropes also refine directly into nanites. But these ones that you see shooting up and back down, I mean, maybe if you had the misfortune to have one land right on you, but that would be some timing. Anyway, so here, and then here's my dining room, and which is seating for 16. And then we got our living room over here. And this is a 1-bedroom house. And our master in here. Yeah, they're so freaky, but once you realize they're just kind of like, meh, you know, then you don't have to worry about them. My starter planet was a frozen planet, and I can't even tell you how many times I froze to death before I figured it out, how to do it. Thank you. I love this house. I would live in this house in real life if I could. I died so many times. And then a friend of mine, another streamer that I watch, I saw her do her start, and her planet was like, it wasn't a paradise planet, but let me say it was not far off. And I felt so cheated. I was like, come on, my planet was like, you know, extreme survival planet. This is my newest one, so this is my favorite one. I won't go to the resort because everyone else has already seen the resort, I think, and I don't want, and no one else wants to see the resort again. So some other time, Dingodora, I will show you the resort because I'm also very proud of it. It's very nice and I love it. Yeah, so I was that way too for a long time. I was kind of like, well, why would I want to move? I mean, there's so many things not my frozen planet. So when I moved from my frozen planet, I moved on to a paradise planet, which is where my resort actually is now. But that was my first base after my survival base. And I was like, man, there's so many things on this planet. Like, why would I ever leave? But eventually you figure that out. Or maybe you don't, and that's what you want to do. But yeah, for a long time, I didn't ever leave that planet. Oh, yikes. A toxic planet. That's not good. What time is it, you guys? We still got about 30 minutes. Maybe we could run a quick mission. I'm working on I'm working on these metrics right now. These, the race metrics. So I need 4 Viking missions, 2 Corvex missions, and 8 Gek missions. All this stuff I'm working on. Hey, Brittany Rose. If I'm interested in buying the game. Oh, thank you so much. Did you have time to see anything? Maybe hang while we do a mission, because that's one other aspect of the game. Oh, look, now the storm stopped, so you guys can see the front. Look, isn't it pretty? Doesn't it look like, except for the castle-y bits of the stone buildings, which, yeah. But anyway, so I wanted to make one that looked like a southwestern style house, and I really like it. And then I have thank you. Here's my landing strip and my exocraft collar, and then the mines over there, the pyrite mine. Yeah, that's what people keep saying. That's what you keep saying. I am not a Minecraft player, so to me that's like, what? Okay, what did I say? Oh, we're going to do a mission. Let's do a mission real quick. Got about 30 minutes. Let's go up to the space station. I can't remember what races. Oh my goodness! Welcome in, Lack. How are you guys? Welcome in. Okay, you guys. Now I'm gonna have to go back and show off my base to Lack. Welcome in, you guys. You guys, it is Lack's birthday today and her first day back streaming in several weeks. I am so happy to have you here. I bet you are exhausted. She had the most lovely welcome back. I don't even know how many hype trains you had, Lack. It was so sweet. And how many gift subs, and the community it was crazy fun and good and heartwarming, and it was just really nice. It was really nice. So happy to have you guys here. Yes, please give Lack a follow. She is a No Man's Sky streamer and other things. Yes. It was super fun. Okay, now I actually want to go show you guys my market I just built real fast. Now I have to get back to my planet. Let's go to the space station. So we've been building this whole stream. We've been building, and we just stopped because I'm getting tired, and I ran out of. Yeah, it's that's where you mine your fuel for your ships. So really, I should be, because my freighter. Let me just say, if you run frigates, fuel is a real issue, and yeah, I'm always short of tritium. All you guys, if you hang with me a minute, we're gonna pop back to the. Just because I'm super proud of it, we're gonna pop back to the market we just built. And I'll show you that, and then we'll do some missions. I was just showing off my Southwestern style house real quick. Yeah, I have all my frigates, and fuel is really a big deal. Yes, I did the expedition, but I will say I only did it once, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. If I'm going to do it the second time. I did it right when it first started, and it took like maybe 3 streams, and then I've spent the rest of the time going, do I want to do it again? I don't know. Yeah, well, you get the other head. So you know how you make a choice about which head you want? So then if you run it again, then you get you get the second head. That would be the reason that you would do it again. Let's see. Where's that base? There you go, Killjoy. You can see that's how many bases I have, but mostly they're just mines. Oh, okay. Well, at the end, you make a choice, and that results in a particular head. I mean, you get all the same stuff in both, but you get one head with one and one head with the other one, and that would be why you did it. Why you would do it twice. So this base, you guys, where I'm taking you back to. Yeah, you want to finish it. You want to finish it. And if you look at the phases, the last part is really short. So those first 3 phases are pretty long. I mean, they're longish. But then the end goes by really fast. So if you look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do 5 of these. They're different lengths. So don't let that scare you off. So you guys, I'm building a whole settlement here. But what we did today is we built this open air. This is my little central market. So I want to show it to you because I just finished it. So we have this dining area in the middle, and then every one of these little kiosks is a different kind of shop. So we have a lighting store and a knick-knack store, and this is just a little hangout spot, and an industrial store. And then we have a trade terminal and a pottery shop. And this is the cafe. This is where you get your food for the middle tables. And then here's a rug store. Thank you. And a plant containment unit store. And then this is the plant store where you can buy your plants. And then this is either a travel agent or customer service. I haven't decided which. And then light fixtures. Oh, that's where I started. Light fixtures and knickknacks. So I'm having way too much fun with it, and I love the shapes. I'm really happy with it. And then I started working on the structures, and this is going to be the governor's. It's not going to be here. I'm going to move it, but this is the original structure that I made. I like the shape. It's too big for what I'm doing here. Whoops. For the idea that I have that this is a settlement of researchers. Obviously, I'm in a bad place to take the picture. Hey, Dragon Dispatcher, how are you doing? Everyone who's been here is like, oh my gosh, I don't want to see this again. Hey, Baruxis. Anyway, this is my big house. Let me get up above. But I decided it was too big, and so I want to... there's only going to be one house like this, and the rest of the houses are going to be smaller. Oh, hey, D-Man. I will tell you that I was that way a month ago, which is not to say you're going to change. But a month ago, I didn't build at all, and then I've really gotten into it lately. So now I'm all about it. I wake up in the night with build ideas, and then I can't go back to sleep. So It came on me really fast. I know, that's right. See? I'm not an expert, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. Thank you, Bruxis. No worries at all, Lack. I know you have been streaming forever, and I appreciate the raid so much, and I appreciate you hanging out with me even when you weren't streaming. And I'm going to look forward to catching you streaming again now that you're streaming again. I appreciate you. All right, let's get back in our ship, and we're going to do... Oh, yeah, you probably won't. I don't know. Yeah. We're all different. That's the joy of this game, right? That you can... There's so many different ways to play it, and there's no wrong way to do it. Oh, I'm not sure I have... Actually, I'm not... Oh, yeah, there is a space station here. Or we can go to the freighter and use the... let's just go to the freighter. We can use the teleporter there. Plus my frigates are probably in. I'm all crooked. Okay, you guys, that ability to barrel roll in your ship is, I swear, it's something I just learned. No, there's not a space station in every system. You will discover that. Some have no space stations, some have abandoned space stations, some have pirate space stations. Yeah. Yeah, so I did not know that you could turn your ship over. That is something I just learned. It's like, makes such a difference. The pirate ones are fun. And you can do fun missions in those. Let's see what's going on here at the freighter. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I'm always like waiting for it to settle itself. Or if I get upside down, I'm just like, oh, I hate being upside down. And I didn't know you could make it turn. So there you go. What are we doing? What are we doing? What did I come up here for? To use my teleporter. Let me see if there's anything I need to stash away. There's always something. Yeah, it's the most fun thing, isn't it? I couldn't believe I didn't know about it. So I'll give you a little freighter tour, you guys. I don't think I've done this in a little while. So this is my frigate command center. And... no. I can't even play this game in VR. It makes me sick. I haven't tried your method yet, but yeah. This is my storage room. Here's my cabin, which I like a lot, except that these people keep coming in here. I keep telling them they have to make an appointment, but they won't. They just come and go as they please. But here's my little cabin. I got my little bedroom and my conference room. Get out of my cabin. I usually have coffee tables here, but sometimes they get stuck in here, and then I have to move them so that they can get out. So that's my cabin. I really like the people walking around on the freighter, but I don't like them in my cabin. And then this side has my terminal and my extractors and my exobase thing and my big refiner. And then down the middle I have all my like technician people that you hire. They're all down here. That's my overseer at the end. And the only other thing I have on my freighter right now is I have an upstairs. Oh, and there's my planet scanner. I have an upstairs plant room. I've worked on this since you guys saw it last, those of you who have seen it. So I put, so I have all around the outside, I have these plants, but I don't have them all planted because I can't decide what I want to plant, but they go all around the outside. And then I have this carbon farm in the middle. So that's my whole freighter. It was better when I played VR games more. I'll tell you, I am very motion sick in real life. And I actually started, I've played in VR for some years now and hundreds of hours in VR, but I've always been a tendency to motion sickness. But when I saw this game, I was like, man, I want to play this game in VR. And that's what I bought it for. And maybe that's why I died so many times at the very beginning, because I was trying to do it in VR and the VR controls, and it just made me so sick. And then I thought, well, I'll play it on console till I get in a stable, like I get past the learning how to play part. But it made me so sick I never went back to it. I just couldn't do it. Ugh, it was yeah. You know what? Now we're getting pretty close. So let me go ahead and release check my frigates in and do a couple things like that, and then we'll find. I don't think we have enough time to run a mission now. I cannot believe that the cable guy never came. That's so... Well, he's the cable guy. I guess I can believe it, huh? But it's super frustrating. He was coming to upgrade my internet, so I was really excited about it. If you ever don't read those logs, you should read them sometimes. They're funny, I think. All right, what you got? These are the short missions coming in. I used to read them all the time, and now I don't anymore. But I like to read them. They're funny. Okay. Oh, that's cool, Killjoy. That is cool. I had the first Quest headset when it first came out, literally the day it came out, and then I bought the Quest 2 and played that a bazillion times. Hey Marcus, welcome in! And then but then I started console gaming, which has really taken over my whole life. And then I bought the PSVR 2 when it came out, basically because I really was still into VR, but I've barely used it, and I've decided that was a bit of a FOMO there, which is unfortunate. Let me see, what did we just get? And that was what I was playing No Man's Sky on, and a couple other games, but I just really... See, I've got to go get some tritium. I'm almost out. I do have dihydrogen. I obviously never moved it over. Wonder where it is. I mean, I probably don't have 20 hours, I bet, in the PSVR 2, and I bought it. I've had it since launch day. It's really a shame. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I loved my Quest. I mean, I still do love my Quest. I just do this all the time now. I'm completely sucked into console gaming since I got the PlayStation. So, I wonder what happened to it. It's here somewhere. I was doing so much refining today because I was getting ready for that build, and I was making pure ferrite and glass stuff and all kinds of things. But I was also refining some dihydrogen gel so that I could use it for my frigates. And I know I collected it, but I don't see it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I think that's probably right. Let me throw some more in the refiner in case it just, like, disappeared. I'm just not seeing it, but... That's fair. I mean, that is fair if he paid for it. This is the runaway mold thing I was telling you about, Dingadora. It's just runaway mold straight to nanites. You've got to spend some time on organizing my mats. What does that mean? My mats. What was I doing? Oh, I'm looking for the dihydrogen jelly. Oh, they are organized. You just don't think so. I like to keep a stack one stack of everything in my in my pocket, as I say, in my pockets, and then but then have you ever seen my storages? Man, they are super organized. It's just what I'm carrying around with me is a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but my storages are like tight. Not only are they're like all color coded. I come in here and I move them around so that some of them are like alternating stripes. They're just really nice. And then, yes, but what's in my pockets is just like a higgledy-piggledy. Because I'm always moving it in and out depending on what I need. Like I'll call my freighter and I'll grab something and then put it back. And like I haven't been shopping. All my glitches were in my storage, but I found out that if they're in your storage, you can't use them. So if you're going to build with them, you have to have them in your pocket. So anyway, Killjoy, I'm sorry that you don't like my mats, but I am happy with them for the most part. Okay. What are we doing? Are we doing anything else? Are we ready to shove? I hate to bounce since you guys just all raided in. But I usually stream till I got about 11 minutes till the end of my stream, which is just about enough time to look for a raider and do my outro. So I think we're gonna. I like to end in a house or in a cabin. So let me go to my cabin. Sorry, I'm probably making you all seasick swinging around like that. And we'll see who we can raid over to, and I'll give you my schedule for the upcoming days. Oh, there you go. That's my schedule right there. So 7:30 in the morning I do, so I'll be back at 7:30 a.m. Central Time with Limbo. We're playing Limbo, if you guys have ever played that before. Super creepy little platform puzzler game. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Right now I'm playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate 3 days a week and No Man's Sky 3 days a week on alternating days. So that's kind of how I'm rolling with that right now. I take Sundays off and Monday morning off right now because I don't know when the cable guy is going to show up. At some point, I might have to cancel a stream just to, I know she's not on anymore, cancel a stream just because the cable guy's here. But I don't know when he's going to show up. We'll see how tomorrow or Monday or whatever. It would be nice if he came Monday because I don't stream Monday mornings. But we all know, in this country at least, we all know about the cable guy, and yeah. There's like a movie out of it, isn't there? Let's see, Zoe, who's one of my favorite streamers, is doing or No Man's Sky streamer. She does the best builds. She's been streaming No Man's Sky all day today, but she's doing a stream marathon for her birthday. And I have to tell you guys this before we raid over there because you're going to laugh when you see her. So for every sub or I think this is right, for every sub and bid or whatever, she was sticking these jewels on her face, those little stick-on jewels. So 4 hours ago she had a bunch. She's probably going to be covered now. She's playing Stardew Valley, which is obviously changed from No Man's Sky. She was playing No Man's Sky when I saw her. So it's her birthday today. Or she's doing her birthday stream today, just like Lack was doing hers. So let's raid in there and give Zoe a big hello. And you guys, thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me and cheering me on in my build. I really appreciate it. It was super fun. As always, I learned so much from you all. And let's go tell Zoe hi. Bye, everybody.